but he's had 2 yellow cards. 3 seasons with breakout aggressive is Joseph Ablo.
This is a pass. Midiama could make it 1, and they have done it. What a way. Peter Amido Akwa. This could be what everyone expects it to be. The strike comes. Another pass to the same man. He could do it for the second time. Miscommunication. This is Kingsley Bright. Can he make this one another one? And good defending from Henry. And Peter Ami, who won. This is Albert Tamoa. He goes down and the whistle goes for a penalty.
The magic to restore parity with the same spot kick, same angle, same goal post.
Albert Tamoa 1-1. This is still with Mediama. They're looking to make something out of it. And that strike from Prince Owusu.
Three 0 against Karela United.
This is Che. Gets into the box. Che Bafo. Lord Amoa. And the cross comes in.
Abo apang sima aduanan mienu. Emra so say today's sports abusuam yade honsem edan wa gudi honsem ene yade ba enko funkro so honsem ene afisem ene akambuma yade edan enano pay yebedi nkomo ewo clubs na so ye na onim say ochina games ho na UEFA Nations League semi-final the ensem ena coaches no edi to one Garcia lectors ewa ha Barca and in a way and answer saying and a story no esi etie lectures on Tijani Rendes yadabeba and then anopay Don Carlo Ancelotti or say Brazil quality a ekuta wamonom ombe yusu quality ni ye ningina ayensema obete ewo amanfo amanso yebafia yebeti nkomo ewo Asante Kotoko Nations FC lectures at the same na oko baseke Holy Stars asuya woman honsem ewa ha enne anopay yere ebe danwo way any other interesting stories and anopay atransia yede ema wo se today's post team na atransia be kwa ba na team no ultimi atoa so anopay show ne live ewo Oyerepa TV and I live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM on Facebook Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa Sports, Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa Sports. And now abusiam one joy show no ewo X no so Oyerepa Sports. And now our TikTok no Oyerepa Sports. Na ya na eti abom ya sasiam afi Italy na Lazio so ya and Miko and anopay Diamete etem sa Fiorentina left back Fabiano Parisi onom ayakoda say amuye diombe bia se ombefa no na fe obey adwuma edi ama team no enochi oko Inter Milan so ya me catch say Inter forum abesan striker after that humiliating results omunya in the Champions League final na reporter ekutami anopay HM's free agent this summer Jonathan David Osiakan Emma Lille na metese omuye diombe bia se onom announce Rasmus Højlund of Manchester United ombefa bakom nambom emperimfo ne chem se dabi we free agent to enti awsa e fanu Jonathan David the free agent enti yamfa Jonathan David anafe amaya adwuma emma team Nico Pass letters ne Nico Pass a player emma komo bobokonom Madrid and ton wo emma komo na buyback clause eshem diamete HM still Oko Tabi Alonso manager Emma Madrida onim penimfo gusu a omotwa koda no so ntonto omonyansi gina ye se Nico Pass emram omeya adwuma Emma Madrid Madrid and I say Emmanuel Emam na before say Madrid ebeko FIFA Club World Cup dream uno ombe decide say Nico Pass ebebam and I say Nico Pass Emma ya juma Emma team no Atalanta reporter mensa eka HM say Stefano Pioli the latest manager. I'm going to say, I'm some Stefano Pioli. Now, Obeya Juma, I'm one after Sir Jean Piero Gasperini, Eco AS Romano, latest manager. Stefano Pioli, Enra, Mecanon Sam, Extra, saying, come on, intensify and come on between Stefano Pioli and no, I Bergamo, former Anterum, latest, and yet Emma and I'm not pay Antonio Conte, manager, Emma Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium Rantano, that is Napoli. Now Antonio Conte at the Atujasam or Demande 2 players at the Efi Olirio Di Laurentiis or Bakum Yunumi and Sambi. I was Amobam at there. Timo Abo Champions League in 2025-2026. And so I say, I'm going to beef up the squad or say Qualascalia. Efi Napoli copiable our Paris Saint-Germain and Nadia say, I'm going to replacement be at the Qualascalia and Tinanko Pabua Samaimu. I'm going to be madam. Now I'm here, Juma and Fa Emma Tunamico Spain. Now for my team come on, I was Spain and I don't pay. Not Mammy Sassia, MV Madrid latest nom Yama video presentation kaka and I'm pay on Oyerepa TV Madrid latest news and Nema Ecosono or the Batoso. Not their team come on at the FIO Enra Fiorentino Perez and you team captain Etime Eshai Nico Pass latest met the amount internal talks Ecoso between Chabi Alonso and a Fiorentino Perez said Tibia Nico Passano Ababam and also Oma Avalo Fernandeza Osiakai Emma Benfica and also Nimco Modeno Gusua Ecoso Madrid Aye Dombe Bia say Avalo Fernandez said Tibia Obeko FIFA Club World Cup with Madrid Samsung and a Saudi Arabia for Antonio Rudiger. It is impossible boy and say about Madrid and Afe where Juma at the Madrid team and your reporter and no I can't answer and on a pay before that metro so I was Spain Uti a Jackson Herpa Center and a cofa I'm a cofa Jackson natural capsules about a just home Jackson natural capsules no boy Juma on says we beer would the beer complete sir we see ya patron masa a chronicle and caught the beyond what drop and qua or some Opa Jackson natural capsules no be na onum sisia jano abeko o opesa we bemamu awon pem na oba adwuma ye awon pemu a Jackson natural capsules afem o vents no untini no opesa moja dimwa frisane ye da bia de company say watia o ya on kasem twon abusuam Jackson natural capsules na wonum Jackson Mr no bi na Jackson Mr betu malaria say amount Jackson Mr betu jaundice say Jackson Mr L2 typhoid na say afem fever no ebeko odie emanfo at the wire calendar fie and a debia amo say you was abaya isu na otiam charge adwa na the men's number that's a bosum yansum there be no Jackson Mr 0244 723541 0244 723541 abusuam utuba bia ton bidro bia obanya bi etimi atom ye beto so efi Barca so ye FC Barcelona let us answer I'm a priority goalkeeper Juan Garcia of Espanyol se bibi ansesa Juan Garcia of Espanyol ebe se kan ama FC Barcelona na oko Gavi so ya Gavi dia tudwa Sir, ni teammate Lamine Yamal onim player bi wa asase so a ya anda review no bon mo den etan Lamine Yamal obetemanfo sir Ousmane Dembele onim ade a Ousmane Dembele ya ade etan Lamine Yamal anti ballon d'or de I was say call Emma Lamine Yamal enu ye Gavi dia tuta sir Barca team no ehia plus base do enum nsia bi ba kum yonu miensa enough for the club core squad no ho on Jindi se obia ebetimi afri team no nti some penny for at the Bakum Unibekanwa, enough to bet me Abuam, ama FC Barcelona, at me Akon, at the Akonanim, and Gavi, then some at the Etuja, and now I'm not pay Pep Guardiola. I say Lamine Yamal is in safe hands. Hans Flick, manager Bia, our experience in to say, oh, Hans Flick, not Okotu, Nasa Lamine Yamal, well, I dress up, sir, who deliver over deliver Ballon d'Or, so I didn't feel cry under the auspices of Hans Flick, that to be a Betty Atibi, Antonio Rudiger, at the Atuja, so I believe our Chabi Alonso, who didn't come out, our bar for Leverkusen, Ninianum Germany for a more Leverkusen, or no one didn't come out, now I know Antonio Rudiger and Sama, Debia, I'm a catcher and say Chabi Alonso, a demand than Chabi Alonso, a manager, I'm for a Juman Diagro, now I'm a team no, a team Akon at the Akon, said your day, Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, Echo unbeaten, now fame, or call finals of the Europa League, you know, or bet me aye at the Madrid, and somewhere, if he Antonio Rudiger, now swear, yeah, Toja Dean Hoysen, or a player now, Emma Madrid, our national team camp with the Spanish national team now, Dean Hoysen, and they are two just, I know Dean Hoysen, no, Nipa, or motivating them, I'm not to say, Abaya Juma, at the Madrid, manager, Chabi Alonso, or on the Kasaye, at Chen project, no, and Yama, I was say, oh yeah, at the Emma Club, no, or bar, Babia, the project, no, or important part of the project. Nina can be, and a man say, yeah, Emma Madrid inti, and a pay, yeah, free Spain, nothing, about England, you didn't come on, our England, and I'm not pay Manchester United. Yeah, say, Donnarumma, don't know, what I'm saying, Nanom Bekacha, say, Donnarumma of Paris Saint-Germain. Abusiam, the contract, a partner, yeah, you know, can say, and you're so Paris Saint-Germain, at me, and then a Sydney, yeah, oh, what's up to me, sir, or Bestante, at the Ama Club into Manchester United, and so Tatahua, I'm going to try him, sir, I'm fan with his experience of bar. I'm at Manchester United, at me, Akon, at the Akonanim, Nasika Pudua, a halal form of fire, at the Emma Bruno Fernandes, you know, and I'll play Diamante, at Bruno Fernandes, I rejected Sa Ophanum, Bruno Fernandes, at the two just or Betnam, not for one, I'm at Manchester United, at me, Akon, at the Akonanim, not United for any abrio, none of the catchers, some Matthias Cunhano, or Juma, I'm at Manchester United letters, and it's Victor Jokeres, manager na, and boy no didn't come on, we are Juma, I was Sporting Lisbon, Obia, and we're Juma, or Victor Jokeres, oh boy, and Timasa Oba Manchester United, United, a club Cassia, and Tibram, Mbaya Juma, I'm at Manchester United manager, Ruben and Marine to Victor Jokeres, and on a pay, Yade Atu and Minon Qua, and a striker, Manchester United form a penwo, na Jean-Philippe Mateta, or a deleta striker, and the Ultimate Abeka and Kobono, Sir Crystal Palace striker, and also Manchester United, didn't monitor the situation is a betting bam. Now for Bear Juma at the Amatin Lenny Euro, a defender, Emma Manchester United, Lenny Euro, sir, or Nanso Dia, sir, or Befi Club room, or no Lenny Euro, our 5-year plan, Emma Manchester United, and some Fianum, not Manchester United, Ajin Crew outdoor, and near my supporters, nice birthday, the next 5 years, Amuna with them, and from a club, no, bet me, Antivina, and we are Lenny Euro, Ninsama, or the Atuta and a play, Maminko Arsenal, so yeah, not legend for the club, I Martin Kion. Or the Atuta, Sir Ruben Amarin, Abaya, and Manchester United form in Jana Quayo, Juanon Timinia, non common concofa, former coach Emma Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, Emla, or Tidius say Jurgen Klopp, Pimum, war Manchester United, or Betty at the Timnum, Ajin Crew outdoor, or Ben Ye, say taking Liverpool so many years now, I think, Sir Ambedge Trophy, Jurgen Klopp buyer, or Bayer, no more believe, sir, Obama Manchester United, or Betty ɛyɛ saa adwuma no Gainabo sɛ no cranial abɔ Liverpool abaso sɛ Trent Alexander-Arnold kɔ Madrid deɛ na so Trent Alexander-Arnold ofi sɛ sika kakra Liverpool form enya free mu no ɔmo pɛ adwuma pa obi a nkɔbɛkɔ as free onya kitikiti mpɔ free 10 million pounds is good money and a guy na vonesema ɔte atudwam na Hugo Ekitike Anton Frankfurt forward no letters ekutame and it's after Chelsea area Liam Delap no letters and it's ombewie Hugo Ekitike boy no at the west I'm a Chelsea say obesi akan I'm a Chelsea into the next Hugo Ekitike Jomikaga and they are to say the Brazilian winger Gabriel Martinelli or Kambi and Arsenal and to me uncompete ye into officers and Arsenal for Ebetia say upgrade over Gabriel Martinelli officer and the wingers are Amoriasno help team shall go Saudua and team Saudumanum and now there's a Gabriel Martinelli etime yeah na Chelsea hona Gerard Brantwaite Osiakai Emma Everton let us say Chelsea Dombe Biasa Amre Santa back ababa eti amope Mark Gehi and Gerard Brantwaite and afe omumienu abaya adwuma Chelsea acho and your reporter and no I can send to Wesley for fun and no ombeton wom de mete etim se Benoit Badiashenom of Fabiaba amobeko noni Maduake and so the latest player Chelsea at the Adomanum atunusu don't come of a Papa Biaba noni Maduake ambetono Liam Delap first ways as Chelsea player or set ne die so etimi abem na manager na be adwuma on na your adwuma our city da into any new environment for ono Liam Delap.
After agreeing a 5-year deal contract beating Manchester United on the forward signing, Liam Delap is now a Blue. Delap said it's a dream come true to join the Blues as Chelsea has been his favorite club since childhood. Maresca was so happy meeting him again as he coached him at Man City with Cole Palmer. Despite tumbling out of the top flight, Delap registered 12 goals for Ipswich and was given an opportunity to train with the senior England squad. His potential was noted by several clubs ahead of becoming available in the summer window. Chelsea are poised to sign Delap on a 6-year contract that will run until 2031. His 1.85 meters build is almost all legs, followed by a fridge freezer of a chest, which he will more than happily slam into defenders. He is happy to pick the ball up and just run at defenders, a trait that is
Liam Delap and Nkomo and yadi amanom na Tino Livramanto. The Ameti HMS City, Ayadum baby, asa Newcastle United boy no, Ambefanum na Obey Juma, ama Manchester City, and pay to TV na 50 high sense, Amasuye, high sense, Diano, Papa, Abusham, promotional on the 8th day of June. 2025 na promotional eba na wiye ntia den na ene onko omuso room a odono na fe onko de papa esansa amode na eche na utonso bodem ho a utun se boyi na bo enti open 100-inch display 150-inch display 32-inch TV and a Opa Cop high sense as you are and Kania Bebre into 0302550000 0302550000 not what for high sense Adusa Herbal Clinic and a day Adusa Herbal Mixture and Adusa Herbal Capsules ababon tembo juma pa unumboma ebebuam na fe osisi ade na e wo so no eko afe wo try to say dunya osisi ase no eya ya honam nyina ya ya e so pebi na ono menstrual pains general well-being be sese honam dua no e so pe Adusa Herbal Mixture and the capsules opesa ye juma ye mawa no akane ye no abom na wanom Adusa prostamite capsules ano de e prostate ho juma wo prostate na tran so ache wako hospital na dia ato be man da bi be ma de memfa de ntum ko na prostate no onto ase emfamamra onum Adusa prostamite capsules Adusa man capsules mema dro ma wo ba juma ye wo empem enti so me manzi macro ha Goy filling station inside ho and afi Accra La Paz or Ben Las Palmas or behind Pizza Man alcohol nothing Adusandro no wako tobi 0500110115 0500110115 0557009824 0557009824 na wafrem adusa herbal clinic anafe bibia koye amount anopay oko ensem fufroma Dortmund say Kane Chukwemeka a Chelsea player. I'm for Kane Chukwemeka loan. I'm sign extended loan no afibako account Kane Chukwemeka etan Dortmund ya Juma Emma Dortmund to Milan. HM say and big names bit say Theo Hernandez, Tijani Rendes amo ko number bit say Mike Mignon or a goalkeeper. I bet Rafael Leao no off the markets. Now there's a 2 players here on my tomo. I fit Milan team num and your reporter. I can't answer and I'm a pay for you. No PS, mother the players non code FIFA Club World Cup number. No FIFA Club World Cup or something special for the players. And then summer I call mother players no and see I no pay. You didn't call phone close on some. See, na fe ba na yene doctor etimi edim komo na say apomodin helper clinic apomodin no ne honi din ese enti ayapomodin say ko apomodin helper obo say ehonom baby papa eno akono na Jadon Sancho sesia Jadon Sancho leaves Chelsea no ye de eba Jadon Sancho leaves Chelsea and your reporter eka yensa ene anopainti ni nyina no tim no ba reducers na ebeba ye ko apomodin helper clinic na fia ko apomodin ewo ho na apomodin no ho du ho a utum se nurses and doctors na suan yo eti yade no umtu ase efiri so serene environment we draw kind and no de ya juma woni ade na be call stress no be ya to fem na fe bibia koye amount apomodin helper clinic doctor ha dog akwaba say bibia fine and pay so top no jawom ahobra se ene said ye usi saman for ya de na kraman kra no e say omo tojuo apomodin ye nyodeni uye boy apomodin oba ntaman kamanfo anwu e say dem kra no omo tonyom sa apomodin for ba bia say apomodin usi ase ha omo say apomodin udu kete ha omo say apomodin for ba bia okuma say Ghana ha nyina obi ase apomodin the next 10 minutes yentie na fame yamra nema ji apomodin awa apomodin herbal clinic
weda say odisa akonye yama me baba nyame wo nshira pa amenchia ahwefo a omo hwe me Oyerepa TV ene atiefo a omo tie me Oyerepa Radio nye obi ase mosonfo Dr. Sam ameda apomodin herbal clinic ano ewo kumase Sofolai soldier for kwane so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no eho enabo tambia na me kase uwachira kwaye bomutu ba wura kwaye bretuoma ena unhu se edua bia woni sibre sine edua bia woni sibre no sa no body Nyankopon hyehye no ewo dua bia yale a esa ena wa han bia yale a esa tuba maswe ya nubuna ene nua hini ene nua han no body Nyankopon ehyira so ama me me de esa yale o maswe so obi tie me na no paipa na ani yare atena wo so ache wakombia mia bebre what to sika gunti no ufi se ani yale na wo so no eye kwankwa me kache wo se edu apomodin herbal clinic Dr. Sam maswe ye nko ade a ye ko a ebeko jimi number ni sesi a na frɛ me number ni ye 0551
0551
09
89
61 0551
09 89 61
me se mo kumase Sofolai soldier for kwane so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no ehɔ a enamo Bible ne se ye nipadua no na se yakwa no ne kanea na se ne han ene ani ti se sumduru wani a na sumadu nipadua nyina obi tie me ne pa na wani eprusuo pa ye oba memo woduru abenom a wani na eprusuo no ebejai wo ho wani etutu ajauti yare ema utifa edwa pa onso ba memo woduru abenom a wani na etutu no beto uti na epawo no ebejai wo onso de tambia wani ye ohene waposa ema wani aye kokko a oba memo woduru a wani na aye kokko no ebefiri ho mane posa ne nso ejai na me sa catch obi a otie me ne na pressure ewo ani so nipa ba uhu ni mienu ayo hwan ni abra mema waduru a sa pressure ya ewo ani so yi ebefiri wani so kra obi wo ho agrakoma ewo ani so wani so aye bre uhu ade ya so tu ho na mo na bra mema waduru abenoma sa agrakoma yi ebefiri wani so kra obi wo ho a wo de gisa wo she glasses na se spectacle ansana otimi atro na se watumi akenkan tebia me kase ahweni wani de just supportive boa keke tu so be hye ahweni wa efiri manti blem akodu kokra blem a ada wo be yi ato ho no no ato ni framu kra na me de oba mema waduru abenom a wo be yi ato ho no otimi atro otumi akenkan kama obi so ho a nipa ba wo de ohu nipadua no na so nanim dua de ya na esum adu ho so bon so benten kofi anakwame ene eba no edema gisa utini panene ansana wo hu nipa kura oba tu ho na mo na bra mema waduru abenoma se ni yare ya ete wa bra bosu yi ebefiri so kura obi wo ha woni de ahye de mosia ena aguso woni so ewo ye awia kura untimi mie woni notimi ahwe wenya ye ni yare ya ete nipa da sani so a ha ne pa tu ho na mo na bra tembia me kase your far-sightedness and you won't near-sightedness. You can't fight sightedness for now. Obu ho ade ni wachira and a won a benepa o hunye and a near-sightedness for young crofua ade ni bena and a won a wachira o hunye when ye ni yaria a tiny pada saniswa a tete no to one among a bra. Tell me kase and kwalani students are nyankopon and a mensaso ma and yaria efiri omusu de bebre kwa tu so ba no otifie ye den akrebu ho ko school a oti achiese ya onhu blackboard so ebi mpo benboard ne pa no bisa se ede ani wenya ye ni yare a ete onso a eha mufo mu nyina ntua na mo enfo mo mra memma na duru obenom a okɔ school a ba bibiala teacher ni no eden better classroom ho no obehu board ni so ye no timi atro no timi akenkan kama na me catch obi akatra tete esisi woni mienu nyina so se woni nifa no ne te afura na hwe na nkosa benkum no ema benkum no so amfura nka ho na ete eba obi ani so a sei na yeye lens na nkasa eye crowd ebo eje sofa obi die kusu obi die wisi obi hu ade fita ase nwusie pa na nam nani so enam satei na dia call hospital ma doctor na catch you say ete na esisi woni so no enyini 5 months time 1 year time bra many operation na say surgery me catch you say to one amona bra mema waduru abenoma satei ebefiri wani so se wutie me se why surgery no na so operation na wie na say still unhu ade ya me catch you say enkaji achia so emu ibra mema waduru abenoma be hu ade kama na me sa catch obi a otie me ne wo driving school wo pass so kwakojo lances okoya aniyale krenti yamfa wo lances na ma ho obi so tiami a wotwika wofie konani mu pa won so kose koduru ni lances a okoya aniyale krenti yamfa ma we kai madansi die bia ewo ho a papa bi ede bra me ye ka sadansi die ya nana tafo hene ne chiame a ye freno nana kodwo ampofo oba masoye no ba no ka che me se akomyemie bebre watu sika gunso ani yale e wone so no entimi nko na me hwe nani ne ma na okofie kokono maduro no onum ye toso miensa obae no o ka che me se ni yale no eni hobiem samre na ampofie a mekan waitafo chia me otimi twika anadwo etimi de kɔ akra takra di nyina ba ti se obi tie me ne na ni yale wo so na ye driver ni ko ade a mekanfo apomuden herbal clinic Dr. Sam maso ya mo ase bra memo oduru abenom a se ni yale ebefiru so kra a ensama bi obi so ho diabetes atina wo so ache tembia me kase diabetes now so 3 to 5 years a ede ni yale ene blow ti diabetes amon ni yale abra memo oduru abenom a ni yale na diabetes dia ma wono ebefiru so kra no ma se ma woduru a ebetu diabetes na so kra tembia me kase emabru bebre ewo ani yare enye bibia se STI sexual transmitted infection gonorrhea bia etina ne so cheye a one pe anu aduro antu asienti no bo se aye syphilis e basa na de ni yare abre no munyina muntu na mo na mo mra memo woduru abenoma sa syphilis na de ni yare abre no ebe firi so akokora a ensama biem gem number ni sesia na frɛ me say me number ni ye 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61 me say mo kumase sofo soldier for kwan so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no eho enamo na me say catch obi a blood pressure house bra mema woduru abenoma o pressure no beba normal obi so ho osanti ekuro abeton sunum aduane to yema na yem etutu woso tu ho na mo na bra mema woduru asa osayale ebe firi so akokora obi ho na stroke nti wobubu agudam stroke nti ofa jojo obi so stroke nti sabe wano achia woso dia fe na wonsa ayo tititi onaya otititi a ebon kayese oya kekan ko stroke yalim tu ho na mo na bra mema woduru a stroke yale ebe firi so akokora emabiem obi tiamina prostate nti yadi katita na se dodo ben ato be mama bra mema woduru sa dodo ben na yadi ato be mamu no ye be yi afirim ema wate ho afi prostate nsem so oba bi tie me tambia me kase oba fibroid eda oyam mema ye mfa se kan me da bibiduro ebe kan ema fibroid na nane obo ade ebo ma no omo ba bia ne nso so oba bia fa nko na fichiko nso oba bi ho na mienu na miensa na ni chima na twa echese yale bia sikwan a ema wuchima ne maye oba memu oduru abenuma obechima kama so obi tie me na asma tese wapa eno so how etetewa wan twi hila just seconds a untumi ntatu ho na mo na bra mema woduru asa asma ebe firi so akokora a esama biem tambia me kasa bema obema mu ayemre na wuntumi ene oyere na se o partner ena ye tambia wale sam de ntokwanko a me so ba memo anu bema do ni bi wo manim ho ema bema na peja ema na brim mama kwa ma de akofie e de akowo so yere obi tie me na awo ho ye diama onso bra memo oduru abenom a be wafa ho afa aba bema bi tie me de obo ade ye bo no na bema na so wa pa bai tre benam yale bi se gonorrhea sefi ne baba so krama ya atena wo so achenti ama obema na hi afaka ketekete abra memo oduru abenom a ebema obema ni maye du be kese ema waji abrane na me sa catch obi se obi a otie me na awo pa ehon aye diama Dr. Sam me woduo tatahwe oba memo oduru abenom a obewa afa ho afa aba ade ye won aso wapomuden heba clinic ne se enye so oba ye na ne mo oduru surgical no oba ye be lab test we have scan test ready fidie be hwe moja nyina mu je hu yale potia how nyama wano oduru surgical no na yale no efiri so nko tembia me kase ye both local and foreign delivery so bibi wa amanoni ba bia Dr. Sam minno ko we WhatsApp line WhatsApp me na safra me ye de be bro ba bia wo outside Ghana bia e ma wano ma yale na ti wa bra boso no efiri so akokora ansama biem locally heya nso na wo temale takra de sunyane ebi ba na wo de wontumi ma ye be ginchirechiremu etwasa ye de aduo ne toa ye de be blow etwasa uba ya so enso a ye be mo waba gem number yi wa bra me sorry me ye adwuma adwuada ekopem memreda me ye adwuma se 7:30 kopem se nipa ne be sansana makofie gem number ni sesi a wa bra me sorry me se me number ni ye 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61 me se mo kumase sofolai soldier for kwan so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no eho enamo nyankopon onhyira se wonya komapa na otie Dr. Sam why onhyira me da say bye bye.
All right, Dr. Sam yedase nti boss player Mr. Eugene Edupoku striker is seated nti be corner for any team no de akanyina wamode atwa boss player good morning
okay senyo me koso kama abrabo muso boko okay Real Madrid su koye
yes sign
Alonso ba nyoma ye
sign is now mo ye ni see no
obi send me message eyi nansen omo se Real Madrid asemba ya no emotional dodo team ne ye de ama se teka fa na
enye sa
na ye de
I was assemble your whole big car. Ayana, what's your dream? I want to so arguments. Ni say. Kylian Mbappe wo PSG nti no man Champions League. O kansa na me wo ha me ntiase. Wo honti obisa afi de obobo kra omreche o match metake etena PSG nti me Champions League. And an argument ne say seasons are otena team no mu nyina no ye bia no oje top scorer of the team. No she go to bia o team no. Nti meaning that onyobi ma ne boana nko je Champions League ho. So the champion or the team no ball final.
But I say we dey here time na chichi.
Or the team no je.
Question marks for who bebre.
Say.
Oh dey you be kan once much don't worry. Why?
Danger
man.
Menji ndida.
Bibi aboko.
Oh, e jana da.
Enyo ma ekoso kama.
Kakra.
Baba na Real Madrid dey jayo. On twuma ba kokura say, Baba Isa. Na Fiorentino Perez kwa na. Team no air president.
Mbappe track back meta kintina PSG and man champion.
Ope Baba penny team no nti o ma ho kwan ma twitwi team na say umbutum na nim tia na umbutum na nim ase.
Baba Isa and Real Madrid.
Okay.
Danger.
Tijani Renders no Liverpool for nya careful.
Say oh there.
Tijani Renders.
Liverpool Tijani Renders. Florent Vate no.
Ade.
Nyama na request na ya hu. So page number 10. Na Mark Alexis Alistair in jersey number 10 so yeah jamo
na ogoto play 130 million pounds no was man number 10 over man
no ajefi
na baba is
arguably your best player of the
season utisika 130 million pounds only 130 million pounds
it's money
Ghana yetimi kobosi abo yenyamu half na ya sabet na so tell me jana say now who could to play 130 million pounds? Say player no nya dia won tisa 130 million nkoto no. Na 7 say mama number 10 GC. Ozo mfama no.
Bafo no
we a Florent Vate or your potential Ballon d'Or or contender o. Ana won reneda.
Oh my hand ultimate general England.
Yes anake.
Oh say England born na Florent Vate born. Oba England na born na ho mo unti mo sa
na Soboslai of league be mu ne ba.
Oba na say boss Soboslai oba Liverpool no. The potential pa na yehu ni.
Sa na wo hu no.
Oh the Liverpool the Medford the oba ya wa mo bia hu say at any point with my boy Ryan Gravenberch.
There obo pa.
Oh
Soboslai obo pa. Obo na me problem about for me ne mo wa ya ba ko pe. Say oba mba eso bodie. Obebo hin no so abohin be microphone mami obebo hin na so
on so bon finfini obi
na eze fifo obebo han no wan
sisi en finfini ho no aye Gravenberch ni McAllister omiru na wo back four
na eze aka position ba ko fifo se mo bo 3 midfielders
enti on se we no oye
de
midfielder Kumaringa
where
and also ya attacker
why
Vate no
we 10 we the few traditional number 10 no maka obo mu ne ba ko obebo hen
into obebo number 10 no
now Soboslai boy
Soboslai
aye
obebo
hen position
we dey do how obebo Soboslai obebo obi abebo
hey Sigana mafo nya no mo ye ni sei
obebo
hey and the football 130 million
so what me ye deal no nko ade a because structure no a bit of a challenge in terms of mode of
payment
no and yeah even the first tranche no but subsequent ones
add-ons no
any add-ons no and na I say because and our G League and I say with Michel goes to say and I say with Michel Champions League I say those things no
I say the difference between more and a buy and offer no I say player no Florent Vate no and the person of Liverpool a Liverpool in there combeton na mabaya money
of course yes
because buying mode of payment no better than Liverpool there no
yeah
but you say player na ma buy Liverpool for hands are tight onye na aju so be ko buying onye na aju so be ko City o say Liverpool no baba
na sisi ayi no buy Liverpool for na kasa so no how almost say even though buy the payment ni be you know but still how almost say omu ja makoko bi de na ma Bayern because of the competition now or Siciano almost they want to compete kakra ni sa no nti ye wono man kitikiti bia
Yababa na ba for yababa to aso.
Me sure say ebia by close of the week no.
Na ma wi.
On say because of national team camp no. Omo bo Ochina. I think Ochina. And I ne
Ochina.
Omo Portugal.
Yeah.
Omo bo Ochina. Then after that no, afi na sa
France and Spain do that way.
And we Thursday. Say and
no fan Ballon d'Or match.
And Lami Yama say say Ballon d'Or contest.
We Ballon d'Or match.
Oni Dembele bebo. We bo ha.
Ombe yama na be good Dembele any ma say. Oh. No kwen ni say. Ball ni there. See the two no mu mienu ba. Akwa no wanim wo.
Oh Dembele no sunimbo. Dembele no crowd we ambidextrous.
Me ka say Dembele ni mo. O say Lami Yama.
Dembele, I think Oba Bassa no, Obeye limited kakra because Dembele that we saw at Dortmund, and Oba Bassa no, now you were not seeing him that well.
So no in the development stage.
But you are seeing Dembele, you who know Dortmund, the kind of level na you see who no. You are seeing it because coach, you know, I'm the crime afi were expressing him. And me player be or to say Dembele mo type no, or yeah. Ambidextrous or ma with the kind of work or the ma no on your bad player
bad they won't think as on your bad but don't say Lami Yama no obi ni ma de you know say ayesem
oh say
so tell me
Lami Yama
at the end born na ye born
why to say Cristiano Ronaldo
me ba born na ye born
on born bo and na oya ayesem oye showboating or show off
ono combine
and
combine Messi talent no and a Cristiano Ronaldo
showboating yes
so tell me say born the other park no so na ye bo a na me nim no kure ni
onim born no two ways
about that omo mo din afinom dom to Lami ho no oya de chen omo
born there
enye Champions League obi age
o showboating so
say no ma that is the swag and man ye Lami Yama so tell me say
it was the nyina kan but Dembele has been super no two ways about that
e kra no ba for ball na say mama Ballon d'Or na ye say golden boot
because
mama Ballon d'Or no I say golden boot say ye can Ballon d'Or pe zaka kwa ba bibia boko there okay e be say we join here ye can Ballon d'Or pe mo say we she go say ene o ma see say boy so ye say boy do be she go do the man golden boot ana me boy golden boot ni e de wa she go do Ballon d'Or de ye see de onim bo
and I said no bobo na she goes
Debbie Debbie enyo obia na nim go share onim bobo on say you will players bi onim go share almost say exceptional typical example Luis Nazario de Lima Ronaldo aside ni go share no mu say ball no onim bo Lionel Messi o she go ball no onim bo
nti say obi nim bo no say
na okoye yi a almost say ena ye check here we share 26 goals anyway so I share 26 goals no na share goals do ongoji golden boot
na was signing
no nya Ballon d'Or ne mo
no signing ball no ball no was the account ho no was share goal was signing ball no ball na didn't say we need sin say obi nim ball
Jack o de akwa ba
ball no na dey him
ball no na obi nim ball ba say ba 40 ho awe
there be ball e ka so obi nim ball ba
the mo ye
a demonstration of your skill set and a skill set no e difa enye pe obi a on the skill set but just what I say once upon a time say ofa Fabio Cannavaro ohwe the skill set as a defender no ofa Fernando Hierro me ma with two central defenders no ofa also the skill set as a defender different
Debbie ade wo mun say mama chewa
Debbie me bo aka kire
the difference o
different
Hierro ye ball playing center back
completely ball playing
now when defender kakra Cannavaro is a traditional defender
but Cannavaro be ma wo gigra
ba ne say
ba the
ball na ye bo no wo ye nwoma bi a obi a woni ni gina park so na wa fefo na omobobo ni nyina sa de na wo ye no wo dem sonko
mijitum but you see sonko na wo dem no obi a dem sonko awo ni department
ye keka ni nyina asi ani a
be de no kasi ani because you ade a number 10 ebe dem sonko aye na say number 10 no goalkeeper be the post no wo dem sonko ye na say goalkeeper
eti ye be he goalkeeper
I didn't on the
eti ye be he goalkeeper de
defender be winger be
ye be he goalkeeper de
that skill set no
ne a he defender de
enya de number 10
ne a he midfielder de ne ahwe number 10 de ne ahwe number 9 de
ne ahwe number 2
ne akeka ni nyina de esi ani so teme kina say na afi ahwe say de obi aye no hwan de na wosoro
number 3 ne de
PSG team ni say omonye fair to Vitinha who to me has been PSG best player this season and the most influential bounce obi amoni din obi amo Vitinha din because again massive American mama Ballon d'Or na than golden boot Zach mamintie we baby abeso fa na ha
yes so you are not being fair to
why
others because the recent go
me dia no dia na ha me onim dia na ha me na se me raise those issue enya na me raise o ye wo players bi o ha ko mobile generation we a come out here how you judge the best player no ka generation ko munya hwe ba fo nim sa
oh na said that me no can be
obi ti say Ronaldinho ede na ma Ronaldinho je world best ede na ma Zidane je world best ede na ma Maradona the best player in the game ni o players are no mo se goals chen omo during their generation but what they were doing they no mo ye wo park so was exceptional so omo ne omo afefo omo ya de bura dwene ne ntiase so that time there
born omo born even though they have strikers but what born in here you know they say omo performance na omo park na so no esen the strikers now omo shegu so no
ti won so ba ma asem o de bra ho
but the recent Ballon d'Or winners no omo ni na say other teams other players ni na enti one more babo mudi enye na say a emerante me ni free we afi de ebi masters LGB a Modric won the Ballon d'Or win for world best for taking Croatia to the finals of the World Cup and on board home our club level but one she goes that complaint came because that season you be officer Ronaldo when I say the ultimate winner of that AE but obi afi say born na look Modric born na saafe no o na look Modric ya hu Rodri in that city team wajibi enti na sometimes say na Satam na Haaland e go see Rodri but born na Rodri e born no we ask Naji to mu say even though on she go but he was City's best player not Haaland enti na say oko PSG team na which na bobo pa but Obiaji to me said Dembele is the best player this season because enya goals nkwa Dembele she bacho ohun third goal na
make am
PSG share no say what again na clip of PSG third goal mo share na Vitina na starting process no but pass na Dembele or the nipa me say na free mo we just back him bwako pe and a beat nipa be me say na say 9 and a Vitina fa ball no ko pass ma decide doing no bobo no share and Dembele no goals nkwa no share PSG o he is your overall best player in terms of Samo system na ombo no say back like Dembele say the force na ombo no using spaces to create chances and openings
and who crowd who believe in systems and who believe said there are system players
but the system players between
Dembele complete the system
they have survived this season so many games without Dembele and no problem they won't even survival without Vitinha.
No, but he completed the system.
No, but I mean, can't say
he completed the system.
Oh, can't about system. System, they say, yes, you players in now. You will be an in the role play.
Yeah.
But you will be a while on the most
on the system.
And as our system now, our system now, Luis Enrique Mo and Pep Guardiola Mobono. The most influential within their system is their holding methods. O perfect team sir.
Sada system ni city.
The most influential because
why you nyina awia ye wo de oma sa de influential na adwuma no so bampa so no. Eye.
It say my memo example. It say Rodri e Manchester City. Ofri work akrem so Pep Guardiola team. Say Haaland o. Meboa. Haaland she goes. By Rodri free on obi an say City team na struggle. Omo mo te say.
And na Zakito ka say. Therefore Obia Jitum say, even though in a season Haaland share more goals at the Man City, leading to City winning all the trophies they won. Everybody concluded say we the air. Rodri.
Na man for crazy Vinicius. What? Na mo di Vinicius say ne ba. Alan Kwado mo to.
Honestly, another contender from. There be a team ni mu no. Honestly, another contender from somewhere.
Award, yeah, award sa no. Ne ye yi sa players bi, na me ni age.
Enti who say Rodri eye adwuma no. Complete my system no eye tick. Enti the whole system was Rodri. PSG dia working. Eye nipa our express system no. Eye Vitinha. But the complete of my system no be pay eye Dembele therefore only the man.
Omo na ye engine no. Car wo yi engine film aka na engine move. O top petrol gu mu say enye activity am na engine no. So on me che no. Zach to aso.
It's interested, but I think say the Nations League
ya wada e be wie ni nyina.
So we had any be kwa kwa for one match enwie ni sa.
Ya wada no.
They've come through a season. Better than the one match I am na ye. It doesn't mean say omo performance no will not come into discussion. But it will be very much unfair, unreasonable, unthinkable for anybody to use just a game. Say, therefore, they conclude obi season to say either say we deserve this or that. We are sorry, not just say me who
gamer. Ya bo game ba kwa. They say ya wada bo ya ebe If we are seeing any nyina go hill. And now,
me misa question.
Me pacho miti.
Spain a share France ya wada. But Lami Yama wan shegwa na we hu so. Ubeka say
it will favor not Dembele ye instrumental of France winner. It favors Dembele.
But ya share wo mo. Ya share.
And I say if you share Spain 3-0 no.
And now me enu nyina kra hu so.
You share Spain 3-0 no.
And now me enu nyina a share goals. Obi a share goal.
And no you different eh.
Obu nyina aya ade.
Emuntimi nya ade pe.
What?
E dey ba ko dey be go.
Debbie, that game alone cannot define.
Define it. But you I mention there. It is a World Cup. Okay, France and Argentina. No. If France had won the World Cup, that final match na boy no. Can Mbappe ne be world best. And I win him. Games will defining moments. It's ya wada ye ko hwebo no. Na say Lamine Yamal tena ma Dembele buna. Edin ye de be free ball na say Dembele. What no Lamine Yamal hwe no. Lamine Yamal. Zach, yeti.
Jibo.
Yankoi.
You say the be free aba. But still na transfer window na very interesting. Say every stage season we are it's all about transfer windows as to way kwa way baha when so kwa say. And that open and now mete say Al Hilal kwa kofa AC Milan left back IFL to Tio Hernandez na Hilal de omoni Milan for the over 30 million euros omono ma wie kura enti anka Hilal ne Milan de anka mo wie bibia taka se Al Hilal for no and Tio Hernandez nso ba agree on a personal terms na boy no agia to me say obekwa akwesi na akan e de amaboboku a ye from Al Hilal also e was Saudi Pro League nemu remember omo Club World Cup mo akwesi akan the first match against Real Madrid boboku no nti ye hwe de be firu abako Tio Hernandez one of the sorted left backs na Europe teams awodo na airpel no or far home Real Madrid but I'm Real Madrid for no interested in Benfica left back and no it looks like say Al Hilal for this kind of deba no Milan may be tempted to accept that money omudo ma accept we like I said boy no be jatum no akosi na aka enso e dia moment no ye be hwe de efiru onso eba enra na dibo news ba say Brian Mbuemo teams are do a penny nyina no waka chom so mpo bia he only wants to play at Old Trafford nti waka kire Benfica Brentford team no and agent in say mom will be ending mobium he only wants to play for Manchester United Najibo time United United and Alex Ferguson no ade ana Ferguson ya no oye ni ye recruiting the best talent in the Premier League Bristol to say United agents ade no and I think they affect United because Premier League, you know, unlike other leagues, a different league.
Zaka a microphone we can audio na me push brawi Nah, it looks like you push call on mommy. Why? Okay. I'm say my problem kakra.
Okay.
Nti afi kasanam he say ya.
Oh, Jibo, so be fine.
Exactly. Yanko.
Yes. It's the Premier League, unlike other leagues, you know. It looks like say a unforgiving league, a liga, and yet with talent in Kwana, Jibo, a better skill. You can be talented elsewhere, but Premier League, you know, it may expose you. And if Ferguson, I don't know, or no year in his heydays, you know. Highly Lucy Ferguson buying player outside the Premier League. Into Everton best player, no Akofanaba. Osha Tottenham best player, no Akofanaba. Blackburn, no Akofanaba. Fulham, no Akofanaba. So Ferguson built the teams with the best players from the Premier League. But recently, United just had any year going for good players from other league centers. Most of them are mobile Premier League anymore. In fact, now already Kuna is done deal. Last season, about 21 goal involvement. He's an achiever. Ebi anko for anka no. Enche bia 2020 say you Brazil ekwaje first Olympic Games. He was one of the most influential players. Who's that na?
Zakito and Manchester.
Oh, that we say player no proof na.
Maybe say question no. Julian Alvarez ejina ha. Mbueno ejina ha. Yiba kuma Manchester.
You are Manchester. I will choose Kunha. Why? Because Omunya was Premier League anymore. Baku was playing for the best team in the Premier League. Baku is playing for Wolves.
And they obey you or no ahead of Julian Alvarez.
The numbers Kunha has given us playing for Wolves, you know. Alvarez didn't give us the numbers at Man City. Okay. A fact that nobody can challenge. We won't challenge it.
Now video.
Say.
Wafumanye league asembesi o.
Oh, that be.
We're in ahead of Julian Alvarez.
Yes, because numbers now they are at Wolves, you know. Alvarez never gave us numbers at Man City, even though they were the best team in the Premier League.
But Omonye pen drive ni yema.
Omonye Kuna. And say, oh Kuna. He's an Olympic gold medalist with Brazil. He was the most influential player in that Olympic Games.
Emudi.
Oh, is it 2020 or so?
Name no.
I was never part.
Name.
The last Olympic Games about GM, he scored about 3 goals or so in the 5 games that he played.
Exactly too.
And who was Kunha, who has 21 goal involvement. Tried and tested in the Premier League. Now, also Kunya Brian Mbuemo, just 25. Jibo last season, he was involved in 27 goals, 20 goals, 7 assists. I did actually say, what the 2 players who understand the Premier League, who are exposed to the Premier League, and they are ready to go now from an experiment. And see the Brian Mbuemo deal, I think it's a good one for a fan to say. Ruben Amorim.
Yeah, 2016 at Brazil Olympic Games. Yeah, 2016. Almost host year no.
They won in the last 2020. They won it.
2020. Okay. Tokyo. Okay.
He was the main man.
Okay.
Kuna was the main man in that team.
No, Moji 16 so. Yes, 16 and name Ado Moji no. Okay.
Kuna was the main man in 2020. And he said, "Oh, Kuna, who is tried and tested in the Premier League. Now, only Brian Mbuemo is the closest to Mohamed Salah in the Premier League." Sir, the left foot.
Kofi Zakito.
Oh, sir, you are only giving proof of the.
Oh, my fans.
Brian Mbuemo.
Aye.
He's the closest to first Salah in the Premier League. Sir, the left foot. And he said, "Only some players and what they did with their various clubs ever. Not ever far. One thing is clear: said the United attack will be there'll be a lot of goals, a lot of creativity, a lot of actions. And I think that a deal that United after boy and Boy United the reports are that this week United are preparing to send a bid for Brentford. So meet me Brandon Bemu. Obviously, I kind of Manchester United. So let's see how that deal so able to me Jibo, there's one man that Yankan wasn't be and I think and he is a celebrity no. I'm so what can ask him that Papa Feno Luis Campos
who is the sporting director at Paris Saint-Germain. One again, my picture no. On Johannesburg's picture now, no more again. Yes. Jibo Papa on the screen we see a fellow Luis Campos. On and the sporting director at Paris Saint-Germain. Now, if you want to understand, made in the topic neighbor, na wabelenke udeshe the recent transfers since I United a change call the technical director, the sport director by look at their transfers as compared to Omu NBA. Then you look at what this man has done. At the age of 27, no a head coach in Portugal. Oyerepa team of Okobiano relegation. Obaba who but team number for Biana away. And OG team was a Jibo coaching in the field. Coaching is on his calling. And there's so still he impacts football with knowledge no or no. So according to football and analysts, any talent scouts, and the kind of you know. Jibo Papa way. Say you can ye pa Moruno didn't Real Madrid. You are talking Moruno at Real Madrid. And recently, Real Madrid were looking for him, but he decided to join Paris Saint-Germain. Jibo Obiaba Papa in 2013 our Monaco. The signings are Luis Campos at AS Monaco. Sometime no. Now Lyon, our dominance in the French league. They are a dominant team in the French league. Oba no go for James Rodriguez. Radamel Falcao. He signed Kylian Mbappe in the latest part of the season. Bernardo Silva, Mo Fabinho, Antonio Martial, he signed them. And Timo Bakayoko or signing home. Scout the sign of Munisca or Tongue or Monotos are players. No, a Brian so they broke the dominance of Lyon, won the French league. Ufroko Lille. At that place, all of course, I look like Pepe, Victor Osimhen, Rafael Leao, Anwar El Ghazi, Jonathan Bamba, Zeki Selic, and Renato Sanchez. Once again, they broke the dominance of PSG, won the Premier League. And a year ago, more those have players come when you're from today, yeah, but Luis Enrique Abasinya, Rubia would say for the first time, Kalehel Kanafi, right?
El Khelaïfi.
Yeah, El Khelaïfi, the owner of PSG, for the first time, decided not to involve himself in transfer at PSG. On the power cinema, Emma sporting director Luis Campos. And then Luis Enrique said they should put a very good team for Paris Saint-Germain. Dibo, I'm going to find Vitina. They bought Nuno Mendes, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Pacho, Kvaratskhelia, Deserdu. And the story is that Omo we need treble. And they won the trophy that Oma Pache Yepa Omuntiminja. And the sporting director job, the role of a very good sporting director in every team. Jibo, nya idea about me and Smithy. So, sporting director who will shape up your project for you. Why ni and the amount. And I think that yeah, but Luis Enrique Abaso, yeah, what PSG in Abaso for what year season you know. And look, I say, we are seeing now. If he said there is one brilliant man behind that project in Luis Campos. And yet, PSG in Kwan, he did it at AS Monaco. That players, you know, and the semi-final of the Champions League. He did it at Lille, and the players now of Tom Eleno, how they are performing at the various clubs. And Jibo, I say Bonabaso. Now, yeah, credit clubs, and they say when the Umpo football has moved from just buying any player, just send up Bibiana Oto. For the first time, Jibo, United a transfer. But about 70% of players on Otoba were successful because they had a sporting director. Lenny Yoru, the same project. Obanya Zegzi, the latter part of the season, he no matter what Akosoro, Mazrau, Obiahu, Ugati, Obiahu, Bankanino, a accountant in the office. The agent friend I said, oh, me will play you. I said, don't the car, no matter check.
Manchester is again.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see for
accountant or to office. Woodward. Oh, Nimbo Mushe, the answer he know how to bring money.
Now we mun nyina hu ndabai.
Oh, send the idea. Every United supporter be a complain about how they were the Glazers knew around Manchester United.
My member Chelsea for news BCCA.
Sancho Denala.
There be. Chelsea for I submitted official to AC Milan. Say omo you ready to negotiate for Mike Mignon. Nti omo twen Milan response.
Okay.
Na fe omo so do omo nsema ba. Chelsea mum de omo hia goalkeeper.
Oh yeah. Say omo project no. Omo keepers ni nya are not good enough to bet me them compete.
Zach, me da say o be da kwa ba. Bibia boko de. Yenkwa na yenhwe ba bia so ode onsem no e wa ma no ne e be fa. Yetie
ene ni pemre fini din sisi ya.
Onipa be
ya last ambosengwa.
Yeah, last ambosengwa. E wo Germany.
Ana Lewandowski no mo ha. Ba ko tweet e tro say Zakito to talk about Mbuemo over 2.5.
And e be bosengwa.
And I know boss Zakito
e be bosengwa. Ma me hwe ade.
E ma be kura be ko commentate. O say obe kan obe high pon the nepa e je da bu.
And e be bosengwa.
And e bosengwa.
Exact.
I
see over 2.5 and power over 2.5 and the other two.
Chat nato.
But I think if you're a Manchester United fan, also football fans have always celebrated transfers.
Yeah.
And no we free community enye yi.
Yeah.
So you made a nonsense American. So a Manchester United fan, you should be careful when it comes to celebration of transfers. Because in recent times, club no about a grapevine for top players with so much potential and hype around them. But omoba omuntimi nyajuman. But yenyan do ho. Oh, yenyan do that aspect of the conversation. That aspect of the conversation never started when you started season. You be whether players now United they form no. The omo you know make my baby repeating no. And also me page them. Because Jibo, you don't only buy players for them to repeat what they are doing in their club. You even expect them to improve upon it. So Ronaldo joining Madrid and Alassane Bosengwa. Yes.
Alassane Said Zakito to profile Mbuemo on the show today over 2.5. This is not a prophecy though. Ampa ewo eyisu so a angese omo go di 2.5 ni ko busu no ankafa eh
adebi we talk about waje
ba mo level na ba fom
o dabi
ba fom
dabi o
Mbuemo
but
me oto Jibo
Premier League level
Premier League
mpacho
why is Kevin Phillips okay Sunderland for play with Kevin Phillips I just akwa na Chelsea for akoto no Delap no
Roy Delap
now Manchester mo compete at international competitions who it's one who compete at those levels now per players are at least dem ye dem Mbuemo na wan no o de so mbeba
Jibo, no crane say
Naja Rashford go find Mbuemo dia.
You need players that can improve the system and move the team forward. By a poem at this point, United fans here a series of good news. Bruno staying. Fabrizio ni obi report say Bruno rejected.
Bruno so mpiska.
Hila de no.
Onye sika ni bre.
Oh, say Bruno will eventually leave. But if you want to say at age 31, even at age 34, you can still make that money, big money move. Obetime na be 3 because Chibo time Ronaldo ko no. So no be 39 mo be bi o.
Okay.
Oko Saudi no.
Yeah, he was around 38, 39.
Yes, but still make it big move, or make it good money. Until a player like Bruno betime feel say listen. Say my mom who even 3 years, mom who even 4 years I can still stay in, let's say, the traditional European game, no. Make a name for myself and later go for the money. Because so Bruno to me lead United. Now or they almost started their transition, their revival. He will still be an important player in the setup to the extent that Obetima Kwako just can later. Until onye player who say this is an opportunity that won't come again. And see a player who say or miss this opportunity at the end of it for him. But for a player like Bruno, he has the belief that this opportunity will come back and he might even come back with something bigger if he will stay at United. It's the first good news for Manchester United fans because for a club consistently, say you can give them the money, but making good use of the money is the big problem. No, now Bama we United fan when in this Ghana buy United for no question now be say kwan ben so no say ska no ebe fo bi oba be ye Bruno ye no why chance so, and that was the issue. In that case, you need to go to a top club for a big player, and your Wolves movie to get a proper replacement for Bruno. Sa top class ni na omo bait ba ko United ini. United might have the tradition, they might have the big name, they might be the best club probably even in Europe or in England, outside what is happening on the field, off the field and history. But almost need the Champions League football or European football as a bait to attract a big player to be replacing Bruno. And so with this canon I am so keeping him or no good news for them. Now the two other news how active are United here on the transfer market and positions no more for players.
Okay.
For 2 seasons running, United every Premier League with negative goal difference. 2 seasons running.
Last year and this season.
Yes. It's a whole shit team now. Adia ba kwa baby sa on here say apart from some more fix here chiro. And the question is United chiro adwuma o hosana. I think look so almost say so moko. Look so at United bro 7, 8 almost 11 years. You who are the papa be all. You can't build a project with him.
Okay.
But one issue they need to fix is the goalkeeping. Somebody to give Onana the right competition. Because we Onana if Onana now you took we need through a hand ever. For the centre back, if Lisandro Martinez eba the late is okay, Lenny Yeru na Harry Maguire based on kakra wa chire wo ha. You can have about 4 players you can trust. Maswari Timber as one of the the centre backs or 3-back system no. So instead of you who hosa,
okay.
But baby, I know who you many more. To say when you kunya ni mbuemo ba, you definitely have the hope. But the big question is, can they get the job done for Club FM Manchester United?
For our last one,
yeah, to asuka jibo. Mrantie mienu bi. Ya mrantie. We are seeing na jitum so mu ni ball ne ball. Nso mu ntimi ma ye hu ball ne mu ni ball.
One.
João Felix ni Jadon Sancho. João Felix and Jadon Sancho. Minya so say AC Milan mo João Felix.
Oh, mental block.
Good.
Oh, he will be about who need mama no.
And then
João Felix problem.
Chelsea is ready to pay
or more than
5 million.
Man away, you know. Oh, there be. For the baby, I got to Dambo now. There be
mental blocker.
A human away, and a drew baby on challenging to know a pim or pima. Who's an argument? He's not ready to do anything again.
Okay.
The talent is there. The talent is there, but for you can never question it. But on challenging no, until now, you know, do baby our pim we see what to bind.
He's a wonderful player. And maybe I tell me about Diego Simeone. She said, Simeone in Amwa Branty. Oh, for Basa Kakra, for Chelsea Kakra.
About teams like you.
What do I say?
About Basa, Atletico Madrid, about Chelsea, about AC Milan.
No way in our clubs, when you are baby.
Yeah, but about unlocking the talent.
About money, Drew baby. Because this is the João Felix now, a penna. There's our someone. Down the second player is Sancho. For Chelsea to pay £5 million not to sign a player, that is huge.
Chelsea wants to pay $5 million.
There have been personal terms issues.
No, based on agreement, no money Manchester here, no. If or more returning, no, back to Manchester United, they have to pay $5 million.
But the African said Chelsea in the personal terms and alpha. Now this is Zakito, this is it. If he was that good for Chelsea, in the way they seem it fit enough, personal terms in Chelsea for Bediatu. Chelsea to some extent entirely convinced in him. Hence,
and then a conference you general boni gidi.
Champions of bench never.
He
should have been a starter. The story now is Sterling there. Whilst Chelsea bar Sterling coin. So we a player be now bar. You expect so legitimacy who are better soon what directly affairs. So Banner went to me and yes, Anna club next started to train and ask.
Nana said, Chelsea should United in case of opener.
I think around 25 to 30
Oh,
because
so we
around
didn't
that figure. But for them to pay, Jibo, Sancho Eba United, and farm at the point, Eric Ten Hag and Nico Holland, man, Nico ye training or people soon and never back and fa. Now later, Utie in your man not show social media now say he feels that he's in a toxic environment, and that toxic environment, United no, are affecting in development. It means man that free mind to operate. So he moved to Chelsea. Quite clearly to say from the word go, and so Maresca must set the environment in such a way say it was a welcoming environment, and he had everything on the line. He needed to prove a point. So players a power almost see so. Na England for no did you more. Sa Sancho more and no a big. He was even regarded out the City Academy even than Kopama. So no later all be free and send a Palmer mobile. Also Palmer a full folding junior. But between only full folding, they expected a lot from Sancho. And that is why I not City team no nyamura or taking that bold decision to move to Dortmund because not in hoodie. So for a player which you hoodie sano, so moving from one place to the other, you need to prove a point. Unfortunately, England boys, you know, Jibo, so only more daily and high because the list goes on and on. They seem to give you glimpses of something wonderful set to happen. But at the end of the day,
recently, Sancho free Dortmund, Eba United.
Look at the vibe around it.
Baby, I'm a and baby as a kid to tea. Say, oh, as a kid to start here. Oh,
what I say?
Salomon Kai.
Jibo, the mental block now, what kind of? I think it has to do with why the mental mind. Because this season, so one of the biggest flops in the Premier League are fulfilled in count. From Premier League best player last season to this season.
On the other channel.
But the decline is there.
According to 2 seasons.
Good.
And because he has been consistent for a long period.
But the decline, there's been a decline.
Because I'm going to say, a twice next season there.
Oh, so we
never come once.
You a player. You expect to say, oh, you be cool. Even this season, Palmer at the point, Oyerepa. So it looks like the development of the English boys. Now I'm saying, Lingard. Jesse Lingard. Also a Korea, baby. The video be by just look at this player at this point.
Jagielish.
So it looks like when you're dealing with the English boys, it's a bit of a problem. And I'm looking at which club, for instance, a player to say Joao Felix, Sancho. Which club, which manager will bring the best out of these players? You won't say clearly they are gifted in terms of having the ability or more. But when would they get to that level? When you bought Desire Diodi and you bought Lamine Yamal. But if you were being honest, Casamante should be running the show. For instance, Joao Felix in Spain. And then Cafe and Mbappe mobile show. No, he should have been there with them. But they money did.
Time Ben has basic for.
No time be abe can be. I send go see me mudi in our back. And I ode Mike Mignon the ebe boom.
Tino. Obedesi form.
Of course. On the Chelsea from Peter Check.
So what any city for the question there? So say player bia or boo. Entibra. But never first cabra befa.
But I think that any good my issue.
It didn't any good.
You see, you are gradually becoming a selling club.
Na club and selling club.
No. Madrid, what's one who plays a free Madrid now?
Madrid Muto Ronaldo.
What happened? What happened?
And nobody revival of team. After 2 years, they came back to challenge.
But what happened?
And started winning the Champions
League. The players are mad at the time. And you've been a babbage. And your money see and penny a fat.
Debbie. Say player be our boo. You can't have it me.
Players now Madrid the job. Look at the time I Madrid Jack Casillas coin. Look at the time I Madrid Jack Kelunavas coin. Madrid decided to say Marcelo Lunko. Madrid decided to say Varanenko. Casemiro. What was the state Ben and no
because
Madrid Casem Mesut also Arsenal. It looks like
a baby Di Maria a baby would dibim a baby would differ. Baby I would dibim and say looking at Real Madrid that period, their financial strength to compete against other clubs, especially when club be offer more player. Madrid have the strength to keep the player because financially they are sound.
What happened to AC Milan?
Milan in Rusa level.
Because when I felt Milan losing was time Mama Thiago Silva and Zlatan coin.
Oh, Oben. City for Beto Rubio. Tino, Yanko.
Fosia Herbal Center. Me baba can hold some Eddie Trow. Cow, Chaco toothpaste. A bay. Kacho say dear. Fosia men powder. Na say I didn't enya mafia hanyina no. Nanko food dim papa. Na adia ehu pa ne se tienie saa powder ya sama me kan kire we oh ne ti ne tua so no fa sa half pe fagu nsum fagu team na nom na nya seti wi a masa kirija na me kan sa kire wo a ya bomodi na fa se yie wadamfo bi bomodi no ohunu no otam onfa ma biam sanse mema no mu hia enum no mu di adura boa wo mu no mu timi gina so cha Fosua men powder me ko kan obi so me nkonom na sabe ma ade na kowu we natural inti bomodem na kopabi na unya ne saa na be unsampa mu a mo se dani honomo mu a mo de kwani a he okoba ku wie pa gese be se 3 hours sana watimi yatima so no mu ni nyina no kabom usu hia Fosua men powder natural herbal medicine makan wasem e de akyerɛw mu akoko ene mu dise prefer no osisi no yes upedia mu a enye yie koko na asisifiru to ana say nei wokɔ agana so a wo bre ama wuti dwa gaga ni nyina mu no kabom okɔ a wo so pe Fosua cobites ebetu ase e de amawo mo nso a mo bomodem akɔtɔ mixture no ade e ya pa na so wo no na mfono makonya babi pa aduane ne de de nkofo fili na nso wonu mato yes walu su appetite nya dia wuti bidi yeye bomodem na kope Fosua herbal mixture me kan sa ne maka chon tontom na ba ne stubborn no mawiwa ama 3D no watumi akoti wo bomodem na wonya Fosua herbal mixture be yi sa de ne nyina no e de afiri ho no mo enupa nyina no mabomodem atumi aka wo se wo bomodem wuram sisiye e wo Kumasi Kolnak Ashtown wa wo benya bi ato mo am ko Ferments herbal no keo ebi e wo ho Apidang herbal e wo Ashtown Misty herbal and also e wo Ashtown Sampdoria herbal e wo Kajetia na wuram e wo Nkrandia St. John's CFC bus stop yes eben Ecobank no eno ubenya bi wo ho go so moko sister me ho no mu a mesu no pay ebi wo ho so nyane fiapre abibi dro fie sa so na techiman Jamestown baabi ani adom heba tienie Fosua no ne de yenkwa gina ansa ne abua kofo otugu so especially men powder no ebi ne ho a weekend de bobo da bridjo ebe ha me bomodem frɛ number 0244 017097 0244 017097 0552 812912 na wonya Fosua men powder Fosua cobites Fosua na heba mechane bi akire din cow Chaco toothpaste yesusa no yana nanam tradition no ye toa so ye ntontwene ni nyina nse ne adagye mom ne enya se ye kɔborbodo tire na yedi bidie no edi afrafra nanso nyame ayi adom ama me no ekasai edie food and drug board ejutu mu no yaba abinya cow Chaco toothpaste kayen tete no brand ne de board tire ani bidie twitwires ne yesede ye fita enka eni enum se aduane be sai ne etumi de bidie tumi edegua na afa ne nyina ansa ya na jese be ma ose no enkonkone na bia no kaka bia so enyaw ne wetima wenam setwea pia me kana sa na makai wo se bomadem na kai se Samara company akofa abade a na jese ye dwomudi dada so mudi kan ede foforo ba ye no kofo to go so 0246 864 798 0501 454 462 International Mama Bay Kumasi Tana so patapa News High Junction yade ne die hu ye fa nkoda no ene tienie ebrada no pen kofo duro wura sunsun wi asma bompaye wo de sekese na eba etire malaria no wo de ba wo bona we me kana sa 3D no adokrowa na osa yade a hawa omoden na fa ko ho no mo wo sa die hu no ma wo a wobɔmmɔden no wanya ulcer no bonus typhoid piles menstrual problem no ɛyɛ Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. 0243 345 392 unyanya tumpane bi enwu baabi a wotɔn aduane ma nkrɔfoɔ no a wanhwɛ a nwansena nti ɔmo nsuo bi aduane ne deɛ nka ɛdɛ nanso nwansena disturb wɔ mo ɛntatea no wɔde n'aduane si wɔ no wɔkɔhoro ne nsa ba ne ebefum afa ho bɔmmɔden nakɔpɛ atumpan insecticide spray ebekum ntatea ɛntafrɛ nsonko nsuo saa mo nyinaa no etim ekum wɔ mo condemn wei ne deɛ ɛyɛ 15 minutes time bowura dɛm hɔ no kata nkrɔfoɔ bi deɛ ɛyɛ 1 hour na watran tuntum na ntuntum na saa yowa nsa na ade akɔ dɛm hɔ ahwamdura yɛde yɛ ne yɛ lemon and lavender ɛntu bɔ madam na de spray a wɔkunkum moamoa no ɛdɛm hɔ so moamotɔ 400 ml 750 no ɛsoso papa ɛyɛ sɔkɔban Accra Pokuase ACP takrade ɛyɛ Hakuna Matata 0553 0826 74 0553 0826 07 aduro no yɛ baako pɛ sɛ wopɛ sɛ otu ɔsase a ɛnkɔ gyina nsa no abuya medical culture sɛ obi a ne nana afrɛ na mana futuo no wo nsa nana no nkɔbusa ne sister ɛno nti tie a tie ne yie ɛyɛ bibini to maplas wo deɛ no yɛsɛ ɛyɛ gastric ulcer duodenal esophageal ulcer stomach pain stomach gas indigestion abusua tie ne yie ɛwɔ mu sɛ mu didi a mobrɛ wo didi abue wa ne di abue nanso duro no deɛ ɛkɔ yɛ nti yɛ amiwani na didi heavy wotumi didi heavy na wonya bibini to maplas na wura nipadua no mu a ɛkyire din ahotɔ no ɛtumi aba wonim obi ɔyare ulcer to bi kɔkyɛ no ɔbɛda wase de bia okɔ ashtawa de bita ɛhyɛ hɔ ɛno promise ba ebi ɛwɔ ha mo a monam ɛnkra wo kanhye no de bita baako wɔ hɔ 0558 0558 94 0541 337 816 Franco deɛ muhyia no amamɔ na baso minima sɔre a wɔkɔ ne sɔfoɔ mu hyira ne papa san sɛ adwempa wɔ ne tirim ya tete nyɛma so a kɔfoɔ bi ntete so ne nyinaa no ɔno deɛ ne yɛntete nyɛma so mpo bronya akyi ne wɔse dabi Ghanafoɔ ne madini yie ɛno nti obi abɛtɔ adeɛ sɛsɛ yi a sɛ menni ha mpo a mɛwɛkɛs all the branches momɔmɔden munyi 40% discount off emfiri so ti deɛ mekan compare to nkrɔfoɔ bi deɛ na hwɛ prices no mo a motɔ Nokia Samsung iPhones smart TV microwave blender CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere Ejaba Jewel Challenge Bishop Edum Old Mekonkofo Clinic new kajetia ne nyina no me pa 40% discount off 0245316969 0245316969 na kyɛ waduru hɔ no power specialist Herba Hospital Henry Akoso do year to nsa dia fro 9 times award aba yade first hepatitis no ɛho wa mo de fatty liver prostate ulcer fibroid kidney stone aduro no yakofa dia by Livocare ɛna meka no ho asɛm sɛ de asi hwɛ liver no nti no kɔfɔ se caretakers hyɛn nso surgical gene deɛ bɛma bia ehia bi ɛmanka ho mɛma nko a ɛna ɛnom eyi sisi mu amaman mɛma di mɛnsɛm papa bi ɛwɔ empem 0244 544422 02003838 31 yegu so fix your ride no ɛwɔ Fisman Ride Company Limited sɛsie kɔwɛsɛ nkɔfoɔ apaka mu deɛ ɛde asi hɔ wotɔ kaa no ɛbrɛ na yɛ accident car ɛna wotɔ yɛ ana wo kaa na konya kwanhyia baabi a wɔ bia no fama yɛmfa towing car ɛnkɔfa emesi aso yɛ ba na afei yɛ no yopo engine turning overhauling body wash oven spraying air conditioning services saa so na electrical wash automatic gearbox yɛn deɛ abɛfo kwantempɔnkwa so ɛne yɛde service car no nti wonya mfonso bia ɛwom wo deɛ no wotɔ yɛ wɔn sɛ sɛsɛ 2025 ɛne wɔ mu kurɔfoɔ deɛ no ɔmatɔ no ama wo deɛ no ayɛ dada fakɔma yɛn ne modify no na afei anti sɛ ɔmo deɛ no a ɔmatɔ no latest no ɛyɛ 0500 210191 0551 4988 84 me with Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste abusua tani ye se company etimi jana na so 25 years ni akire ni still counting dia na kyese masa eye adwuma duro papa apostle ni de minim sedan bia ye edu ena ye efie ho no mu a owura mu na se yenya inspection na emu ba sa nwotwe de president ehwe obia edem mofra yusu empanimfo eyusu paye si fita ema yesene nso kaka bia enchi yen cavity no a ye de owura mu no fight etia muamu bia nti wo hwe na mu a otime twe no se ena etwapia we nyina no eye pro fluoride macro calcium ingredients no a yɛde fra yɛ no ɛno na make difference no a obi kwa was me pɛ 175 ajakwa pack me pɛ 120 family pack no sanso ɛne yɛwɔ 65 12 in sachet ne nyina no de obeto bia no adwuma kro na airbo maka Pepsodent yɛ no agye me so every smile matters yɛn fancy gibo 11 9 exactly on today's sports
Oniadofo uti Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Okay, yesama mu nyina akwa aba Oh, here on TV, Oyerepa TV on radio, 100.7 Oyerepa Radio on Facebook, Oyerepa Radio and for Oyerepa Life. Honyanano, Yadi Abenya Nano pay on today's post. Now, wait me at ye. We are mononea. Now, for Clementino, Eddie Abua for one semna egua. Danger, the danger man. And edin sem e wofie eba enen sem ne wofie no e mo hwam akono amanfo kan sem Ghana ha o danger
yes
amanfo kan sem bi twabo bi
yes
ye ho anima na ye hu se ye twabo ne ya ne atiti bi ya ho se nations for akopa sem amamo ama sesei ensensema ye baseke holy stars empenyi for kekache nations no enye enye o wako
na so uni mi se me de djuma we de
na akọ hwe ba mane
ebufo ho
ewo baseke ho
ebufo wonze mamam papa ebufo kase pa wonze mamam
ombu afu
papa omo say match no ahemfu mako 31 ne baaye 31 chiefs from Denzimaland and the ba match no 31 nti nya match na omudi di agro a obi di omo akoma ba be di agro obi be head of sports
danger
mami fa headlines nim na we tin sem wo aso
bo hon komo na fa chase free wo manage ho de no chase free wo
boss police commander for Elembele has been summoned to appear in Accra with his evidence. And he's on his way to Accra.
Why not say more?
Tama, a boss, and a pair and a corner bar say Omra Accra. Say, only say a GFA or more police in here or in charge of security.
About your a Facebook room or mon check volume in my na amount for complaining. Into Monche and far am I why? But for to us,
information I'm picking on a penny to say the police commander now, you know, Elembele Hono. On na em so ohwe sa district ni nyina so onam kwem o konkran om so on fa straight o say bepim ene me no ka say
na ebs da
min kai the last time min tb min kai o say
de me dwene no na wo dwene na
polo de no na empenifo ni police phone penifo no ho no kasa ko yeah but end om ko ho but we dey someone say on fa o say yes nipa me ni kasa no pa o say police for no mo ko duty omo duty omo bibia omo de kwa na omo forms bi na dade ni nyina wo de ko odi bibia e kokko kire police for do e ba ye de we no mo ye say omo ye bibia wo de ko ebe you o se be pisa green people ni ma bontisto
na ho na betimi dia ba
ayehu
why na betimi green
ayehu
why na be
green people dey my
dem why na
so be jai na green people dey ma
dey na se get ohun wi o
ohun we
dey be your course wante
sa then you no fair comfort all we need
me make judgment intem
ba me nkoi
ba me ti se o se ya frɛ commander no ho no so mran
no yes
o me hu ba bi asem ne besi
sa
na commander no wi a ko be fa so de asa ko ho biem na be asa
all we need is our 3 points. The people of Nzima won't be part of any replay. Basically, Holy Stars speaks. Say yes, say ya da sorry. Na verdict bi aba say match no ye ko bon replay. Almost say play bi a mo obi. Nipa bi a amfani san ko obi a. There are video evidences e kire say Kofi Mensah of Nations any other players SC Park ne so omo ni nkofo nya yi omo unhuru basket player bi a wo mu unhu mpanyi bi a wo mu e de na omo ye ya e ma game no ba and brought end I be ma F4 be ka say omo ko gina mra bi so e na say Zakito hwe sa mra ndeba say emra we nti ball no yes abo ni biem omo say the people of Nzima won't be part of any replay nti no nti sami sani akoye de ti say eyi no esisa ho aha nti mama mfa we no nto aso na yemfa nko Nations FC are just being disingenuous and bad losers. They abandoned the match when they heard Gold Stars were leading 3-2. Western Regional RFA chairman and president of Baseke FC, Simon Ehuma, alleges.
Dr. Chi, no kwe apani yubi anubuni pa. Nti mpese men beye nyanta wantawa ana ka sempo beyi na no because obese mpapa nti se bubi esem demand bia no ababom so abobra se respect you yes biam demand be mam kina sem ba ya mpese me ka mo fi bia ba ne press release ne ne sem o ka na me ka ka on ya me ka se bio to say uri ne baba out o kan say insecurity or pack or inadequate of security personnel bo se o go bo no say insecurity one identity na wo she gymnasy identity na wo she gymnasy mrafo for so GF di abano ansana security bobo na kasana we have security coordinator police and then awaiting meeting to be sure the number of security be able to go through ansana mabese bonus na so when we say we na adint na wo she bonus and two so no me say o can say nko fund we no safe na omon pompese because of a legality obibewu entina oja bon na me nya adin the many we ne say e bobo ni na diwo omuti the other team between Brekum Chelsea and Gold Stars make me can say omo score so entina the work
boss what did the verdict number say afi na ya who say nations omo bad losers who say Gold Stars atani ade na so ade no ka anya nya ntene kire ne yenko e ba bia okay ntina omo buom ketema omo dwane ntina nya say bia insecurity bia sen kananka mo problem with security and can start match no wa start am ya ba akodu finfini a ye ba be wi afi na say wo security issues nti wa pako no mako Simon Ehuma so
na ball no muja bo ne abo how many minutes
I think it was in the second half.
First
half, yeah.
Okay. Ni abo be say.
Normal will be fine there.
Okay. To aswe danger man.
It is iniquitous. Unworthy. Oh sorry, it is iniquitous. Unworthy. Unmeritable. Unbefitting and unmeritorious for Nations FC to win the league. To win the Ghana Premier League. It is iniquitous. Unworthy.
And no bubu ma say.
Yeah, na exactly to say.
Na say una go for buy.
Yeah, the bar exactly to the bubu. So so ha no so aye ne dey.
To so.
Unmeritorious. Unworthy. Unmeritable, undefeating, and unmeritorious for Nations FC to win the Ghana Premier League. Their squad is poor. Kotoko has and other teams played better when they came here. Nana Enu Kwegan, chief of Eziama and life patron of Baseke Holy Stars, angrily rebut.
And nations na mate so mu lead play game but the kind of football no more born they should up their game frank no more born because game Accra has of folk Gold Stars Midiema Kotoko ne Accra Lions ne Brekum Chess any eba boy na wo hwe ndra you starting ya omo timi cross line ball no gino omo so sa to the 45 minutes na incidents ni see the leg there so person dia say players no so I was surprised they were even leading the league.
Boss, Osmo. Yeah, the back could be at home. And they are two, so let's see a power fight to work a crancer. Also, only very to the bar, so let's say only very to the bar near there.
But they can't quit the one have weekend games every you.
Oh, next weekend games, yeah, baby. They will not come out with a verdict too. Woman carry you. Ghana League, you know, they don't care about it. There's nothing like Ghana League. The league is dead, buried, and gone. Completely. Ghana Premier League, dead, buried, and gone. You need league or Ghana ha.
They didn't know.
Peter been saying, boss, you know, match and a question incident in the sea, you know. the way the South African media and then Zimbabwean and Namibia media took on Ghana League.
Okay, na nations never say.
My oh my. Oh, no, but so there will be for international social media.
If you last week, now this week, my busy kaka.
Nanya some ketwa.
Sir,
media me was screenshot with my phone so. People were sending it to me because me only say me South Africa for minimum or media minimum.
Yes, South African journalists.
South African journal. Almost say a league ni nye. Almost say until league will be na kotokone house Bobby. Opa met me the amount na say me am ferry some the better TV soon. Me am pound say from enu nyina me am ferry. As film. Ya o wo mu huru ye no mu di e ho fe no mo sere twetwe yen. Boss. Me invite oni Seobed me last week na munche. GPL is very suspicious and predetermined. There is a need to scrutinize officiating to protect the integrity of the game. Accra Lions CEO Nana Odro speaks.
Nana Obri.
Maybe I may say officiating is the soul of the game. If we don't get it right with officiating, then the rest, maybe we'll turn out champions, we'll see teams being relegated. But if certain decisions are not looked at, then the integrity of the whole competition now becomes questionable. These are things that we need. Events from maybe whatever happened yesterday would make us take another look. If it's reviewed and the FA, various bodies think that, okay, there were certain happenings or something, then we can look at it. Because also, when you scan the social media platforms, you have cause to ask certain questions about it. Because you might be this say, if things like this happen before games and a manifest, you can predict. You are within your right to predict. But when we are having certain level of consistency in these predictions, I think we need to take another look. It's not good for us. It's not good. And I'm not saying this out of sour grapes here because we've lost. No, we know our problems and that is it. But we need to take another look at it because we cannot always sweep things under the carpet. It comes back season after season. It cannot happen this way. This is supposed to be our best league. If we are getting this result, so beat Mebo game after 30 minutes after then to order his team off in the ways he's trying to protect life and ensure safety. What led to that?
Nations for the reply, Biabremis is here.
I'm going to say
a police officer told us that even the number of police officers around that area are not up to 70.
Send them to see when you crack. Minim do adiaba. Yeah, Ben.
Another personality who is a disgrace to football is that Simon Ehuma, the Western Regional RFA chairman. Why did the match delay for 30 minutes? Common sense should be applied here. No wonder our football keeps declining. Nations for any omen free replay no so munya.
Sir.
Omunya.
Now, you know, commander no be called away.
Onam kwaso ko. Commander is on his way.
But mo wani hwe na fo.
Me penny number me penny bibia.
Na fo aso tutu for mama.
Me dia chire din.
Commander betia ma born replay number.
Commander. Na we are commander holo.
Na me ga say be yo be ko biem no. Ene be ya asem no.
Commander the replay beba.
Wa we yo be wie no. Na commander e won kan ho na na transfer no.
Onam kwaso I have spoken to people about 3 people. Well there in Zima enclave ni mu a
nyame fa commander nkoduru.
Don't be surprised
na asem ni say the CC so wo ho no hu ye ana say the CC be ka kire no e na ohwehwe mu no kure na wo hu no fa nkoye adwuma
ewie wo be makwane ne nana akasa
nana
kwejan
adentia kwada ho.
Okay
kwada ho Obed ma me sha sem fi so ensem a ye de agu ho e wo film bia be se wo fa bia no ubetimi afa Oyerepa 100.7 today's post and out here on TV I feel live on radio live on Facebook for messages bra ni nyina ne be kan e de amount says Zakito messages ne ba ye no na ye free am no ne ya ba fie owura kwame osudonko e de ne de e ba ye sa so e na we kra ye hwan Victoria's College so de ne de e ba ye na dipa be na bi so do mo de kan
ani nyina e for Zakito nko
ani nyina ko e Zakito asem nko What's it? On the foot one and all the master or so. The way we in Buemu. Some fat. Now, but no one. That's what's our quiz is 70. Okay. Sir, Mammy Joey. Over.
Born. And I'm not penna me, Juna said. I'm what the end form on boy. I'm what game in the form on boy. And also, I can't say track. Dibu. Case na abano. Nations never say case. A case a big effect on relegation and the Obeji League. Accra Lions are entirely relegated. If at the end of the day, the points in the nations are, Basaka will stay at 38 points. And all criteria there can be a possible point deduction. And if Basaka stays at 38 points, it means that Accra Lions have a chance of staying in the league if they win their last match against Gold Stars. It is difficult, but it's possible. So as soon as you have 4 points in the nations are, now say for feature, and Brana say, oh for fate match, 3 points, 3 goals to team back on. Team name stay or fraud no so. Now we are working out near Sato 3 points. And this can also decide the league.
In this case, say young fan say nations are and you take a decision against them. A chess say you better award Basaka 3 points for winning the game.
3 goals.
Near certain nations 3
points.
That's a base 6.
Yes.
And Basaka Holy Stars also the same thing.
They will lose the points, no. Also Basaka the end of the day.
And Basaka na, before. Omobo qualification over Kamaka.
Sevi All Stars.
To Premier League.
Sevi All Stars. Only Sevi All Stars.
Na team na away team na show mu 1-0. Supporters TC Park so everyone say away team for na abese but do I say 1-0 na abese.
No. The referee was part of the decision.
Anything America just say we no more commander na say
Debbie. We no. The referee was part of the
supporters
decision.
TC Park na so.
But so na say.
And Basaka phone say they are insecure because of the fact that supporters need jubilate on the park na so.
And the referee
supported
there be na say for no.
Otie. And referee no report no troko any kire say. Born na near bona insecurity na dey aba. Into omu to asa dan was a means or no be den or the be save no. So to some extent there was the report from the referee. Baseke for now work out. They stayed on the field. Referee decided say on DBM because security ni enough. Tisa angle no mu use. In nations case referee ni koso agina park ne so.
Na wo apaka no mako.
Ana wo wajai ko. Dibo batu utie ana wo wajai ko because of insecurity. Now the big question will be say concerning the game na insecurity no na factors ne den and na me ne basaka fo no ready say omumbu obia omumfansa omunkan omunsanka obi omunya obi ahwe. Now nations release nom the buy and first thing omukoti was officiating. That was the first thing. They did not even quote the security issue. The first thing they quoted was officiating. So at the end of the day, menya sure say mrebi also officiating in route me jai bonebo. And if it's the issue of security, you need to prove. And when you are proving issue of security, and case you go neutral venue. Security won't say man you go neutral venue. It's either team now, one team armor enough security, one control the supporters, you know, you will be punished. So in this case, it's either you're punishing Baseke or you're punishing nations. There's nothing like a middle ground to a same way. You need middle ground so set young kobo replay. And I young kobo will neutral venue. And you see the funny aspect, and then brother. It's either KF in this statement about say until on we our case in league near who do on. Because this decision here that way. So I'm here kobo Sunday. Now Gold Stars say no 63 now. Oh, so aje league.
Aje ni league. Na be catch say ni si.
Enti e chine bi na be catch ne say. Nation so asha heart of France akọ 63. O chine bi be catch Gold Stars say Gold Stars eh. Nations ne baseke ball ne ko neutral venue. How would they feel?
Enti based on their work and they say Gold Stars so mu show interest e was some don't.
But interest but say so mu show.
They were interest. Accra Lions were interest. So it's either we hold on to the league. take a decision before the last man will be played.
Benya pa nka samemu rura club say obo mu di me yeti omo.
Omo nyina omo nye serious.
You see, surprisingly, all of them are quiet.
Na wafre Gold Stars.
Yes.
Na wafre Heart of Lions. Na Heart of Lions still want to be league man.
They can win the league.
Sir.
But
okay.
Last match
They can. Na nka yebusa omo because ye tena ho say ya memene da ba kwasiada ne akobo games we say Kim. Because me dey meti hey for me makam stance ubed makam stance. Me say ebeye din pa se boy omega some motivation for 6 points. And what din chance say the baka se basekafo emfa 3 points.
And where they say basekafo 3 points.
One just any Eddie say you bet nations points. As say baka say baseke winning game no.
Baseke see baka se baseke.
Emra no nya adwuma no sa no pa.
Baka se baseke.
Say emra no be adwuma.
Winning game no. Into omum
3 points no.
Eddie chance say yes nations for.
Na say see ano. So 1 points ne ma baseke dia. Na say so what 3 points.
Debi enu so monte.
Debi on te say on na ma ball ne anwie.
3 points dey yen ti obi a o.
But ma memo ade ba ko. Obeti an say ba release commander ne say baseke for no kra ma police for no mo agree e wo you know when we stadium ho.
That means no baseke na is at fault. So if baseke is at fault, they lose the 3 points and we deduct 3 points.
Per the loss.
Because you prevented the game from happening. Based on
baseke they call relegation.
Na mran ntimi favor obi a o. Ana won't be
What do you say? The MC striker on head, the all can do baseke call relegation o. Sa ni see a baseke goes to relegation o. Straight away o.
Baseke Ose.
So the what can you see a? Say yeah the points because baseke will have to lose the points. And an additional 3 points.
Kerala United.
Baseke say some be say.
What
say?
32 points.
Okay. Accra Lions last game on
Gold Stars.
Baseke last game on
Oni Ediana. E wo doma.
To aswe.
There be no share was about 35.
Na Elia ka say Lions akase.
Lions were 35 dada.
Na head to head.
Lions were head to head. Omo nyina ye head to head.
Sir.
Okay.
Omo ye pe.
Intervals goals
na say we ye 3 point minus
3 goals.
Okay, there to aso.
One, you see, this is the time that you apply the rules. Take your time and do the necessary investigations. Whoever is at fault, punish the person. Said nations for no, because they say baseke for no so start take us so. And what about the omo can you say? Now we see here, I see me a jabo nebo. And you see Tibo. So I can say replay no. Oko starting for front, now starting at the time and baseke nya pan the second penalty. Because only the one on when your second penalty.
I question you go and go as
you question the goals no go on starting ball and as I say. So the laws must work. If baseke and the Omama security na enough, affected the fairness of the game, they get punished. Now the answer na ho amobia. Because what happened here say, if you prevent a game from happening and then the dwarf score relegation, no, okay, yeah, but you lose that point, and 3 additional points will be deducted. Dwarf score relegation on by and then you be the 2 or more. ATM fact, you lose just this points, you lose additional points. Now, Baseke reason be say, untouched referee, untouched players,
Onya bobo,
nebo,
onkase jabo.
That will be his verdict. Nations also said their life was at stake, so now nations need to prove. And for now, Jibo, the difficult aspect is we are yet to get a video. Say no be the say nations play out for so the best thing is that you see that the FA ever catch Robia say the league number on hold. Investigation on this matter because of the dynamics around this case. Then they should take the right decision. 3 points now, farmer nations. The 3 points in team farmer nations. And on me a bad losers at Tiomo. Then you to a bonus. Sunny next time go Jibo. If the points in the nations are now you so be a quiet way are they about 23 years. So don't start coming up in evidence I won't play again. Which is also a good thing. A bemo will be a fan in Sanko Kobia. Jibo but what the make can I say? A ban is will be fun in Sanko Kobi. if any dim ran said there be baseke what the Monsaka nations for it is wrong in there be a man so be one I don't go be
omo ye wo rough kaka na ka se wo mo na ka se wo kom prima wo nko o prima wo nko enko fo ku ni po de mo fa na kwade de hey enko fa sam we ma
o be me ba o nations for sam say ya heckle omo Dr. Chedru ho enko mo fa so de fa so say it's time bay
before the game and na ni nyina echo mo ko ball no
na time mo bo game na say anyoma na ekoso ana
there be the only time in the incident this buy when the penalty came.
Okay. Penalty is more.
Yeah, yeah, penalty. I'm not okay.
The point is the FA must be serious.
But never say offside.
ABC offside. ABC there was offside already before. You know. ABC say penalty no kwa na e ben di panensa.
FA no. Senenia Brea. Last week na Champions League about the Saturday bo we Europe for no. Ntika Sunday no all attention to the league. Tinka sen come try say Chelsea any Gold Stars Embra TV.
No more London.
I don't know the sad aspect of the
game. Hey, Kafra. Boy no more boy than Embra TV. Hey. I don't want.
Are you for could do hono? You can't say. You for a
oh my man, I was saying about from Bajo. I'm not miss. What will video ni me? Can you remember TV?
Na so we be as ade nsi.
Come by.
And come no TV so.
On by na den. Na na nka so no mu se be ba na. Say nya na wanya bia wa hwe. Say na ni TV so wanya bia hwe.
And you know Saturday no nim say if the cameraman ko be nya video free if no order.
But who say if you be da? And the question I have been asking say omo na ball no ya omo dia. To say nations call Basake afafo na F4 na the right ama wo so munyi match no F4 na nkasa ye flyer this any afafo say ye flyer munku match no according to afafo no nipa me ne nkasa ye nura afafo no koduru ho no mo RFI Western Regional RFI chairman ni team o say onim yanka kire no onya we enti on primo somebody who should protect the integrity of the game, who should protect the product, who should be interested to say product never come on time we ask the don ya when ya conform over buano or say on your way.
So my point is people must get serious. They must do everything to protect the brand. It looks like your top brand no AJJ. And
there's no brand in the first place.
And consistently at the end and say BB ambassador. In the next 5 years, the conversation will change.
But maybe it's a question, Bio. Mammy Lydia, don't go. Zach, we don't number boy. But your game, be who's a game, no. Game where they say game I fix here. And so, on to me from moment, we some questions.
So, a CID boss has what me investigations. So, a CID boss, Kasan Kasabri, send your name social media and a match.
It's your mood, Chelsea and Gold Stars match in Aqua.
Baby.
I can say results in your declare.
But my point is, you see,
and how do you match cry declare away?
They must be up and doing, Jibo. And mad yen in your face. Oh, and mad yen in your face. And it will get to a time, the place will virtually be empty. Now you are crying of sponsorship. A bedroom baby, a beam baby. So people must work. Because in Kofwada. Who go no? Who go? So we clearance, safety first.
Defender no.
Safety first. There be safety first.
We military work here, so many.
We safety first. When of us be T McCarthy crying in the
I say it's bishing much.
And I go to Tom Crab player be and will be a mistake.
I'm going to have a ball.
I understand go.
Don't to no half a ball or they got to send to jubilate Emano.
Not a ball to jubilate
you.
So, person go sheba.
So, cheer ball now or the couture. Say, I think a part in them. Now, we are turning to one tia will be a team a league gadget.
Now, league way there, where videos with a babontia. One of these Kababa league. And it looks like everybody is silent.
And phobia.
Everybody, when him say. Oh, even when it comes to journalists, one person I'm so much disappointed in, and he doesn't speak anymore. Hey, that is the truth.
Swag president.
It's when almost you met radios in discussing.
Mr. Wesnata, Mr. Wesnata,
how do we discuss this?
No, the league in Wasam.
How do we discuss this? So I go here broke Chelsea ne Gold Stars. Now better analyze the game. How?
So one aspect of the goal, say if you find the full video, see, you will not make one of the evidence and nations, no, arguing their case.
But about one about me real crowd.
Now, as a protocol force when you are transfers, no. News one money was when you saw news Nibia. I mean, the only year boy, you better become a losing interest. I'm a transfer to cry out pay to you.
I'm not going to be. You go place your mobile. You go to my board. If you are near be fixing matches or more. A do go to play there. May there be a make a gun a born a bono. Say your players and they say good training, near your money training your man. Coaches go on as if I coaches. A Chelsea ne Gold Stars omo we
Gold Stars for the one na basa oni evidence I had one kan one asem
born na ehwe ni TV so
the enco dey describe go ni keke
it so Gold Stars pa de course yi se fa so omo ni won omo play squares ha de obi kuma kom de be che omo
say omo nya na omo lose
Africa no omo pese omo ko no
omo lose concentration
o de NSC from Nazaki
jibo menya ne tie se kotoko recruitment no mu mie mu a na they say it looks like Watara to stay no Kosro.
Watara then?
To stay. Has.
Oh, okay.
Watara to stay.
Why you know me who is a Patrick Razaka started training?
Harry ni papa.
Harry
ni papa. Harry pese.
Mini
Harry pese.
Abbas. I am one kind of control.
Say okosona ho.
No, better than players baby.
Kala tete. If you as a calendar na yin dey using your enko na chi o. Enko na nim. 2025
Patrick Razak. There is no say who no. You judge the player. Na there be Modric no Obama. Until let's wait and see the Okoye or House training ground so. Maybe at House training grounds he added a lot to the team.
Now one has got to go for Asan no.
Hubert Joe.
Chelsea. Obo Sunday bo ni.
There be one movie.
One movie. Okay. Bobi dia nka mo asem ka ba wa mo bi dia ye nto
na da onde bobi a
Zakito
Jibo
da be player akra ise okoto player Ghana Premier League ba for so hwemu ye player bia wa bo game a wo hwe game na wo say ye suspicious ento ne ma wutim mo obeba beton match ni nyina ye so ye investigation na hwemu nyasa one way adako game bia wa ye investment mu pa no akwaje 2000 Ghana cedis akwaje wongo Zach, Yanko.
Jibo.
Zakito.
Only say, me the equation now. Me, I'm happy. I'm super excited.
Say you're born. I say no. You're super excited.
I'm super excited. This and man. The class and the Metum Party office.
I didn't even be.
Metum Party Cassia Pa office.
As I go card the
more be any day yo.
We are there. We are okay. Sanka fear na afraid there. I get you. But who are
can you say the Viva? Every son I cast on from now.
Metum Party. Maximum movie. We party. Solo. Mukonya mo just many ba kusi many ma. Say biscuit say party me.
Personal party.
Party me.
Ghana so nsem koso. Obi tomota. Na obekona kwabra ne so aje bia club. Club yi bo aden che moto. So di oje moto say udi bronya o.
Moto back no.
Born my picture bia be ma o. Picture bia no ma. Only why I'm so excited. Ye fanyo mo pa. Next time for the get sense. Next time get sense. And che bia na nsencha for mo kaka onka mo mu se Ghana football enko yi. Eto ko akwa save anya we born local no. Save Ghana mu. Sa okay. Ano nsencha for bi free ma se nkran. O me pa no ntesere nde omo dia yi. Aha anya ho na me ko. Aro say Ghana football na nya Jibo enko yi ntino. They are demonstrating against the bad things that was happening in Ghana football. And I'm boss so referees je bribe referee omo ke kind of problem say Ghana football mu. Omo we ya adechin ya picture na that's not here Jibo here. Adechin ya na another group of journalists. I said they're also going to hold a press conference. Football is in safe hands. Professor, okay, you. Picture out here. Why no home? Why no home? Picture home. Me bajo. Ba ku na ando na kasa no ntim bi. Ai e fan saying. I don't go. Kereji. I don't go until me. Until me. Eti na kesenka. Omo boom kase ba. You see these guys. You
Ubetimi discuss Kennedy stance on demonstration will be quite also a different view.
Na
meba.
Stance.
That is a different topic from say Yakobo Ball. O sing here more pa. That it.
You see.
Debi.
When
Ghanaians we go the sign.
O dey hall me the sinchen. But look on pa na say my dream is my dream me.
Zakito.
Say me say my twasan aba.
Kofi Zakito.
Say me say my twasan.
Zakito.
My dream dey. Mention sign.
Alasan Said Kofi Zakito.
Jibo.
Twasan.
O me say my twasan.
Why dream no be? Why dream no be twasan? Ni nyina twasan.
Jibo. Say me say my twasan.
Violence there. Ehia so be support violence.
Come say like in no Jibo. When we see the wrongs na ye kasa omo personal interest ye be di no
eno no say free famous ki say what evidence can you say that the match was fixed? Ghana football problems is basically from the media, especially the sports journalists, particularly those in Kumasi and those supporting George every year. If this PSG and Inter Milan match was played in Ghana, the same journalists praising PSG would have said it's fixed. The negatives are too much. Kofi Zakito, the negatives are too much.
They are channel because you don't have to message in their channel.
Oh, so we can share view. Said we share view.
No, but as my okay. If my views will not be good for him today, I'm interested.
So no share view and cat bibi boni bia. To also share the other next.
The problem that I have with some of them, bibi na normally limited in a Kumasi. But what better? If I go on, we've worked in Accra. Ordinary. We're one of the best guys. We're one of the best journalists in Accra when we were there. Not ordinary journalists in Accra. And your munja when we were telling him that Musketeer, Yana Becca almost a football in yet. On Tias Montaigne, on Bianos Montaigne. We came and told us a football in yet. Bribes, hooliganism, referees at the car as a single for Chromasi. And the nation's branch manager, pitcher and born for Subium. I don't know what an answer of what you might say. I know Krana Yaka football is in safe hands. They are doing a better football, they are doing running better football in Ghana. Now, Uko the problem are any make me more. But football is in safe hands. So why is he not granting interviews? Is he looking for sympathy from who? From who? Tibo, you see, Kroma say no. There be a cassette from Monty. Huh? I never got cats. Why near pa cat me boo about so pa cats. Stamp ups to you. You've done a very good job on this. Say he has been able to where deep and both yes, mentally enslave the clubs to them to believe that without or no care to no one you can't win the league. And so you can't survive without or no. Do so what for us are any it now every Ghanaian team Biano Adrian said without Keto Kroku they cannot win the league. Ket, you've done a very good job on that. And today every Ghanaian club in Kuru Kotoko has in Nano. Yo, Ket, yo, because without Ket they can't win the league. Has it put the relegation to no Mudiketechi. has relegation to your team has relegation to no where you has where get your because we are
enya afibia na has some fight for relegation.
Anya bia no within 5
years.
And
under Ket administration, if there is a club or winning more domestic trophies, me sure say obi chan has.
And in the last 5 years,
and I'm about for. We need more domestic trophies than in there.
Jibo, in the last
2 FA Cup, 1 Premier League title.
And say Emienza and Amboa. Relegation to Emienza. And plus minus one. Haman. Say. 3 times relegation at Tretino. And now that can be Octa flag. Not Opepa. Ketenim. We were telling them the problems that we are facing in Ghana football. Almost said that we the nation says, man, I'm kind of question. If you pick the Ghana Premier League regulations, Article 33 talk about for feature of matters. The same way. Why nations? So what's no? A team commit an offense punishable for feature of a match where that team walks off the field of play or refuse to continue play. And then the first one, A. B. That team positions itself in such a way as to render the progress of the game impossible, or players or supporters of the team initiates an act responsible for abrupt end of the match. And one with the first two, no. A bar basic K. But first two A and B, no, they are telling you say you commit a forfeiture when you walk off the field of play. Did nations walk off the field of play? Yes. Did the match start? Yes, it started. Jibo, there is no place game best started when security issues are not okay. And Jibo, Mekano says problem of nations if past security breaches were okay, the game shouldn't have started. If nations aren't starting game now, today, now come more legitimate concerns. And because there's an article backing that. When security is breached, game now starts here. Anybody can points like points can nations for no. But the fact that you started the game as security was okay. Yes, there were delay, but eventually you started the game because you were satisfied with now the about and what you say Okobobo. 2. The game did not end. Jibo, the game did not end because there was security breach, and I'm about the game ended because yaje penalty and a team back was more. So it wasn't because of security breach. Until the match they stop where also more penalty Nigeria as what I say about and I also mobile on the Miranda doesn't back you to go off the field when referee is cheating you. Or still saying, "Boy, I show bono we." Who concern be anu akwa no yen points in farm. Esisie yen find points. But when there is an evidence of say referee no, or still na eye because of what did be there, the referee can sit on it, punish the referee and order a replay. Say it was a manipulated game. The referee no do what it be in here. ABS young Ghanaian referee, if anything, immigration officer, Joseph Lamte. So I say, but say, many fees a referee see me to my walk off and there. I think say, no Miranda doesn't back it into no. And how they will lose at 3 points, their own 3 points will be deducted. Basika would be declared winners of that game because the Miranda Eka. If you read Article 33,
we a disparate committee chaired by Al-Hassan Kofi Zakitu.
Oyerepa studio, I say.
Ma for ka fe mane fa aboafo no.
We kwa dey mi dey titi ano. Nations the videos no dey omaye no ayi. Eti born we dey make us na fa videos no any pictures no Google so. Nations FC part of the evidence omo dey back omo case no and ask for a replay na bi na egusu where police for na escort nation supporters no edomo free stadium hono mo a PDA akọ.
See those supporters
Nation supporters ni PFI.
Amuna PA.
Amuna PFI amuna eba no. Omu PFI stadium ho de aba no nie. Ni nyina no
supporters at stadium.
But
we see nhwe.
They will be harassed. They will be attacked
and all
that.
Pay.
Ne omu nyina ne uso omu
they are frustrated because born yes e omu nhwe biem. But where is the harassment?
Say that's who inside
to cause a
replay is only providing time Omupie.
Yes.
Go inside your mind.
One video of Omupie. And my video of Kennedy posted it. How Omupie. And we are posting video say police na escort to the nearest police station. Granted. But the game na ankasa no. Born na ankasa na ne ye bono. Born na ankasa na ye bono. But seke supporters 33 B no. It talks about whether supporters or players force the end of the game. In reality, video about Sekefona provided a chere say Kofi Mensah or a goalkeeper of nations. TSC Park so.
Yeah.
What in common I say? And to say a video of Klaba the supporters. I a video of Basaka supporters attacking referee.
Yeah, but was where we are. Exactly 4 o'clock.
Player the attacking referee.
102.7. Ayana manfu bisasa na mojo Oyerepa ko promise mo ya ha na I'm sure there be adwuma baako nyina no ehye ayi baako ase nti 4:30 4 o'clock
na un via say announcement no
Kenya ma ha adwuma Kata
all right the Asidema Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital omo the best alternative medical hospital a bibre mu hanoma say stroke and edu nya infertility can who be na chronic diseases Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital and e won say ode waniche omo machines oba wom do be gina so na detect yare wo ho na afi omasaw yade kumase atwema tachiman kwada so fun ase ekwan no so na omo 18 branches ewo enchi boga wa bibia ni akra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunyane ho sahwide bi so na afi ho from ewo 027700 1234 0241367349 bosome freho rural bank say fausika ebra beto omaseye na odi usika beto no na omo ho the amount operating savings account, current account, fixed deposit, joint account, special account, ni bi wo ho open a year susu loan no mo be overdraft na fe micro group loans ni na wo mo ema bu betimi ato shares e obosome frɛ ho rural bank limited omo head office no e wo nsuayem number 2 omo other branches e wo Ghana ha esiwa asafo adehman bodwe sango be kwai otafo mronto e ho nyina okwa ubehu omo e wo ho 0548 533050 na 0243600002 bosome frɛ rural bank limited omo number and no grow fine well lucy appetite untumi any diwanya numbness ewo wonsa eno nan mu a grow fine and I make come for a ama grow fine herbal tonic eno na eboa mo atumi adidi na wanya ahoden mapa eboa ema eye vitamins eba ni peduanim se de be ya onso obetumi anya ahoden mapa ba bi eto no bia no kwa also pe grow fine na watobi grow fine makes you grow fine ABA Herbal Center sofo rasta no glaucoma cataract eta esi ani so no eno ena osa yade no ede free ho ede ama de tienie okọ ABA Herbal Center oboamo wani no wayi eye yade bia wo so bia the amount sexual weakness, menstrual disorder, hypertension, stroke, and a fake prostate. Quada so gonna say omo main market no echiwa and a doma him cruise omo ben Ebenezer preschool. I will appear could be coast or 0541 565 199 Viva Nego tablet. Viva Nego tablet, pain relief, sciatica pains, knee pain, shoulder pain, ninyina eyi ede free ho ede ama baby etro no bi akwa obenya Viva Nego tablet no ebi edek SMB test waist pains emema mbebo adwuma ewo mpamu a SMB test no ena moji bi na manom na bibia ye kama ede ama mo ye sorry with kangen energy drinking water alkaline water eno ene rani peduani mu a eyi acid ni nyina ɛde firim na nipadua no enya ahoɔden nsu a ɛwɔ so nom no ɛyɛ Kangen and Magic drinking water 0241 449191 yɛde asi dumienu abɔ kasebo ɛtoa so ɛde amamo Oyerepa FM